Okay, I think we're good. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I am the host of this thing. I'm Hero170 if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching this later, it'll probably say something else like Hero Studios Gaming or some jazz. I'm not sure. But anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. I am here with the maximum Apocaladies for today's game session. Hello, ladies.
Woohoo!
Hello,
Hi.
hello, hello.
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 Thanks for accepting my invitation and coming out to play this game. This, for everyone who's maybe watching this during the Kickstarter, this is the game that we're trying to get you to back. This is Maximum Apocalypse. It's a D100 post-apocalyptic game. And right now...
Best post-apocalyptic game.
Best post-apocalyptic game, apparently.
Best.
Super fun.
Best.
I
best.
concur.
I mean, we're at something like $22,000 raised, which is, 220% of our goal. So,
Whoop,
that's
whoop,
super
whoop.
good. That means it's going to happen. It's going to be on the shelves eventually. But thanks for coming and checking this out. So yeah, I'm Scott. This is right there. And then that's my Discord channel for this particular game. Check it out. Otherwise, you could go to Kickstarter and you'll find us just by looking for the name, Maximum Apocalypse RPG, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, you ladies are here today to play out this game session. You are going to be experiencing this game session that I have called Emerald City that I wrote for you for this event. So it'll be fun. And you were all surviving together on a boat. You guys are on a boat. So you guys are on a boat. You're part of a group of survivors that have been together for a little while. So you guys all know each other. So why don't you introduce yourselves and your characters, because there are no surprises amongst your group. You've been together for a bit of time in very close quarters, so you know each other pretty well. So who would like to start off introducing themselves and their character? Anyone?
I'll go ahead and start.
Okay.
I'm Forever Sin. I'm playing Catherine. You guys know Catherine. She's pretty mellow, pretty chill unless she starts to get into combat. And then she's a priestess, and she also wields this massive two-handed sword that she brings out whenever our group is going against some sort of foe, and she always has her Bible in hand. And throughout the course of your battles, you've seen her. She's got very short hair, and she's got these crazy tattoos like all over her body that are all symbolic of a variety of different verses, etc., out of the Bible. So you can kind of decipher them in your free time. So that's Catherine.
Cool. I am Susan Benville and happy to be here. Very excited. My character is Maggie Barnes. She's a big boned gal, kind of from the Northwest kind of area. She when her apocalypse happened, she was a medical. She was doing a surgical residency, so she's a doctor. But she was pretty new at it when things went awry. She's tall. She wears mostly camo gear, although she's wearing surgical scrubs for pants. And she, during some cataclysm at some point, she was pretty badly disfigured. So the right side of her face is pretty badly scarred. She almost always looks like she's mad. And so it's kind of off-putting to people. Otherwise, she has sort of short, like she cuts it herself kind of hair. So it's pretty utilitarian. She's pretty cool. She just doesn't talk a lot. She's usually pretty terse.
Cool. Hold on one second. I apparently have some technical difficulties. So hold on, everybody. It's going to transition real fast. And transition back. Okay, there we go. Sorry, there was like a weird thing happening. There. Got it. Okay. So who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I am Chris Johnson. You can find me on CJ's Kitchen on YouTube. And I am playing Blaze. She is a surprisingly tanned redhead with a fiery disposition to match her hair. She's outfitted in cargo pants, lots of pockets, things tucked everywhere, and a vest, not unlike a fishing vest, with again lots of pockets. She just likes to hoard useful items.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go
All
next.
right, I guess. Oh,
No, you go ahead.
go ahead, Dana.
Okay, I'll go. I'm Dana. I'm playing Mickey, who she's kind of a short but well-muscled lady. She used to be a dancer before all the apocalypse stuff happened. She's always kind of fidgety, like she's ready to just move and get out of wherever she is. She's got dark hair that's like tightly braided and put in a bun so it's out of the way. That's about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Leaves one
So
more.
I guess I will go. Hello, my name is Deanna. I am going to be playing Lilith, the gunslinger mechanic. So Lilith is very quiet. She kind of keeps to herself, watches, and sees what's happening before actually intervening or taking action. She is very tall, brunette, kind of got that steampunk Western vibe. So she wears a trench coat. She loves guns. And as a mechanic, she likes building things with her hands and being creative, trying to find how she can make the most out of her surroundings. Yeah, but when you get her talking, she will talk your ear off, I'm sure. That's it.
Cool. Well, all right. Thanks, everybody. I kept muting myself so that you guys didn't hear me clicking my pen and stuff. There's some stuff going on my end. Some technical difficulties. Whoa, got another one happening right now. What's going on? That was weird. Okay, sorry. Weird technical difficulties on my end. I'm not sure what's happening. But, yeah. So, Mickey's name looks different than everyone else's because for whatever reason it didn't import the image. So I just typed it in and then it was stuck in like this place where I couldn't lock it in, and then there was like a border around it, and I was like, oh man, what is happening right now? But anyway, we are good to go, I hope. Okay, I just get the last bit of technical stuff out of the way. All right, should be fine, I think. Okay, looks like everything's working finally. Just Mickey is going to be written funny, so everyone at home, sorry if you can't read it very well, but that is what it says there. Mickey.
Fine. It's a bad omen. I don't like it.
Well, I think what it is that it was actually an older image than I thought it was, and so like I grabbed the wrong one, and I don't have time to go back and fix it now. So, everything else is fine. So, just that. Yeah. Also, note on the fly: don't try to edit OBS while you're like streaming and or recording. It does not want to do very good on the fly stuff. All right, so you guys are floating in a boat, and you've been in this boat for a decent amount of time working together. You're actually not alone on this boat. There's something like 20 other survivors with you. You guys have been petering along on the coast. So far, you've been relatively safe staying off the shore. So when you were traveling around, you'd maybe go in to scavenge on the beaches and stuff and see if you could find anything. Maybe go in if you felt that there was a group of people near the sea that appeared to be relatively safe or something like that. But otherwise, you guys have stayed mostly offshore to keep from being attacked. For as long as you can remember, your ragtag group of refugees has been skimming the coastline and scavenging, but staying relatively isolated. Recently, you, however, encountered a few survivors who shared a rumor with you that a ship or submarine, one of the last remnants of the American military, is puttering along the coast looking for survivors. Broken radio traffic has suggested that anyone who can get to the Puget Sound can meet up with this USS Netart's Bay and receive food, weapons, and a map to a government safehold. Because your ship is home to 20 malnourished survivors, primarily women and children, the vote was overwhelmingly in favor of going to check this rumor out, even if you disagree with it. So, after several days, your group has finally entered the Puget Sound. remaining as careful as possible to avoid debris of abandoned urban life that floats out from the shore to as you pilot your small, overcrowded cruiser under the command of Captain Grace Lee. So, all of you are people, you're all sort of ship hands. Essentially, out of everybody on the boat, out of the 25-ish survivors, 26-ish survivors, 6 survivors, you guys and Captain Lee are basically the most effective ship hands. Everyone else is kind of useless. So you give them, like, tasks and hope that they get them done before the end of the day, that kind of quality. But that's to be expected. They weren't quite as prepared as all of you were for, the end of the world. So, that's a thing. So, on this boat, what do you think you are doing in this particular moment?
When you say a cruiser, are you talking about like a boat that has somewhat of a cabin, or is it completely open?
Correct. It has a bit of an underside, like cabin area inside of it to at least have some housing.
Okay. I think as we're approaching, I would be sort of near the bow, just trying to, scan the horizon, pointing out where there's, debris, and tersely barking at whoever has the helm to, go to the starboard, go to the, port, damn it, port.
Cool. Okay. I'll keep note of that. So you're keeping an eye out, navigating, etc. Who is anyone here thinking that they're driving the boat, or are you guys leaving that up to Captain Lee?
I would say probably leaving it up to Captain Lee. So she's the one who's kind of leading us towards, it sounds like, shore, so she knows kind of where she's going, and trusting her with the ship and actually like maneuvering it and everything. Lilith will be kind of sitting back and kind of watching surroundings, keeping an eye out if there's any strange movement off the boat.
Okay.
Same, I'd be probably as high up as I could get, keeping an eye out as well. I don't know if by cruiser they don't have like masts and stuff. That's like
right, they don't. That's more like a sailboat type thing,
Yeah.
and that's not what this is.
Well, wherever a good vantage point.
Yeah, you
is.
could be on top of like whatever the over awning, the top awning thing, or whatever it is. Yeah, sure. So it looks like several people.
Blaze would be hanging out near the engine, like helping make sure that it's. She likes to tinker a little bit, so she'd be helping make sure it's running fine and monitoring it, squirreling away combustibles whenever possible in the process.
Here or there, little bits of this or that, oil-soaked
Nobody's
rags.
gonna miss this little bit of,
Got it.
Catherine can probably be found mingling in and amongst all of the people on the boat, kind of wandering around, offering words of console if needed, or kind of trying to just keep up everyone's cheer, and especially since everybody's starting to get really hungry and upset about not having food. She may even be found maybe working with a couple of, if there's a couple of teenagers on board or something, working with a couple of them with some smaller daggers or something, teaching them some rudimentary fighting skills and doing that kind of stuff as she kind of mingles around in everybody.
Got it. Okay. Mingling with the people. Cool. All right. So you guys are mingling with the people and or keeping a watch out and or trying to help navigate and or monitoring the engine and stealing, combustible things. You know how it goes. Cool. Well then, those of you that are keeping an eye out, that would be Lilith, Maggie, and Mickey. Go ahead and roll a perception skill roll for me. Actually, you know what? Let's just... Well, no, Blaze would be the only one who probably can't. Catherine, why don't you also make one?
So I forget, it's success, great success, and amazing success, right?
Correct, yeah. So
so that's a great success.
Cool. Yeah, so the threshold, under the threshold is a success, under half of it is a great success, under a quarter of it is amazing success.
Great.
And then if you roll a 001, that's a critical success.
Lilith got a great success.
Cool.
I got an amazing success.
Okay.
Catherine is really into the conversations that she's having with everyone on board. So she's preoccupied right now.
I mean, there's probably at least one troubled teen hanging out with everyone else. So
Well, absolutely. It's someone who needs a bit of a cheer.
yeah. Okay. All right then. Where's going on here? There's a cord in my way, but it's fine. I'll take care of it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So all of you managed to get a great or above success on your perception, except for Catherine. All right then. Well, that changes things. So the three of you, you see the clouds part strangely, and through the mist drops three pale green asymmetrical creatures coming out of the sky with tendrils trailing from their underside. These are living beings, of that you are certain, and their pale greenish skin suggests that they are not of this world. You barely have a moment before the creatures drop towards your ship, giving you little but enough time to reach for your weapons before they begin firing their bioelectrical blasts, strafing your ship with knockout attacks. Catherine, you don't see them coming. All of a sudden, there are blasts on the deck in amongst the people. We're going to start combat.
Okay.
This particular adventure starts you off with some combat. Let's see. So the people that are surprised are basically Blaze, who had no choice. You were down below. And Catherine, so both of you are going to be surprised for this particular round. But everyone else, you're fine. And you can grab a weapon real fast. Especially Lilith, who has a quick draw holster, who basically just draws her weapon real quick. Cool. But in initiative order, for those that remember, it's a static number. So Mickey, you would go first because you were the fastest among them. These things are flying toward the ship. They are roughly mid-range, but they're shooting down at the people.
Okay. First, I would like to kind of find a place to hide where I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna kind of go into a hidey mode. Are you?
Yeah. My plan is to hide and then. Sorry, I'm looking at the combat action chart. Hide and then be able to take a shot.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Go ahead and make.
Or is it the opposite way?
Well,
take a shot and then hide.
You could do either. Neither.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. I'll take a shot and then I'll hide.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and allow it. I won't make you make like a move roll because you just kind of shift where you are, like slide down the edge of the thing or whatever. So just make a stealth roll and then go ahead, and then you would take an attack.
Can I do the attack and then?
Oh yeah, you want to attack first? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have a bow, so Mickey has a bow. I'll make that archery roll, right?
Yeah, that would be an archery roll, correct.
Okay. That is just one regular success.
Just a success. All right, let's see. I have to use the old school version of the character sets because I didn't print out the newer versions. I.e., I had to write them out on my thing. Like this, rather than what you'll find in the actual book when you buy it. So, all right. Okay, so okay, it also got a success, so ties go to you. Therefore, you hit with your bow.
Okay. And the bow is whatever A damage is.
That would be 2d4.
2d4, yeah. Yep. Or 3 damage.
3 damage, okay.
And knock off one bow. Or one arrow.
Okay.
One arrow.
And then you're going to do that hide thing, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and roll that so I know what the perception requirement is for the things trying to see you.
Ooh, that's bad. Just a regular success.
Okay, they just need a success to see you then. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, Maggie, you're next up. You have your weapon ready. What do you want to do?
I am going to, so I can do 2 complex actions. I am going to holler at Lilith to get her damn guns out and start firing using my command skill.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
And that is a regular success.
Okay, so that'll add a +5 to Lilith's action. And then what?
And then I am going to pull out my crossbow and shoot at the same one that Mickey just shot at.
Okay. With a crossbow. Okay, sounds good.
Yes, with a crossbow.
Using the firearm skill.
Yes.
Okay.
And that definitely goes wide.
Okay. Yeah, no, you tried. It's fine.
Yeah. And I'm just going to kind of, I guess, kind of hunker down in the bow. I'm assuming there's not a whole lot up there to hide behind unless there's like some boxes or something.
No, and you might be unlucky. You might get hit with one of the strafing attacks, so we'll see what happens. Cool. And then Lilith, you would be the next to do something. You just got the +5 to your firearm skill, by the way, if you choose to attack.
Awesome. Okay, so I hear everything kind of going on. I hear screaming saying it's like start shooting. So I'm going to quick draw my 9mm and shoot at the one that's been fired at. Is that the closest one to me? The one that's been fired at already?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they're all basically the same distance away, so they're not. None of them are closer or farther from each other.
Okay.
But
so I'll take a shot then at that one.
Yeah, and you have hit and run, right?
I do, yes. That gives me a bonus, doesn't it?
I think if I remember, well, I'll double check, but I am pretty sure that gives you the ability to take aim as a free action.
Yeah, I believe that's what
hit
it was.
And run,
yeah.
Take aim as a free action.
Okay, perfect. So,
so I would recommend taking aim.
I'd like to use that as my first. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna take aim and shoot at the one that's been fired upon already, since it's equidistant. I have to roll to succeed, right?
Yep. Yeah, you just got to make an attack roll.
Okay, and
the take aim would give you advantage, by the way, if you hadn't figured that out.
Oh, okay.
That's why taking aim is helpful.
That really sucks because I rolled 2 apart.
But don't forget the +5 though.
Yeah. So right now,
+5, so it would technically be like -5.
Right now, your threshold is 75 to succeed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely succeeded.
Okay.
Perfect. So then I roll to hit.
Well, that is the hit. The success was how much? What was the number you rolled?
Sorry. I rolled 51.
Okay, so that's just a regular success. The thing missed, so you hit. So now you're gonna roll your damage, which I believe is 1d6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3. Yes. And I got 4, so 7.
Cool. I'll just go ahead and claim that you did focus fire. That's totally fine with me. All right, so the one that had the arrow in it gets hit with some more damage. You can see that you're taking chinks off of its chitinous outer skeleton. You notice this as it strafes in the air and fires upon both you and Maggie, because Maggie is closer. And then the third shot is just going to go into the crowd, aiming sort of near the back of the boat. So both of you, let me go ahead and see if they get a success or not. That is a success. That is a success. Just barely, but it is a success. Okay, so both of you have to make a dodge roll to not get hit with these blasts of energy.
That is a great success for me.
Okay.
1 second for that. And that is the best success. Was that amazing success?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Okay, yeah, that's an amazing success. So both of you, you just duck and weave and get out of the way of this thing. Maybe you just shift a little bit and it just misses you. But either way, the crackling electrical energy misses you. A blast comes in, hits the back of the boat, kind of near the back center of the boat. Blaze, all of a sudden, this crackling arc of electrical energy just sort of comes down through some conduits and just starts creating sparks around the engine, and there's some smoke that comes out of it. So that's what you see. Then minusing 5 from all the initiative, it goes back up to Mickey. Mickey, what do you want to do?
So only one of them has been hit so far, right?
Yeah, one of them's been hit
by
twice.
2 of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the things, by the way, keep swooping. They're swooping around and they're kind of circling.
Mm-hmm.
They are now within short range. Sorry, I should have notified that when you get with you guys.
Okay. I will go ahead and I'm just going to take aim, and I will just fire another arrow at it.
Okay.
The same one. I'm rolling really bad. That's just one success again.
Just a regular success.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there an advantage on bows or
Yeah,
crossbows?
so bows have a short
Oh, yeah.
range
I forgot the advantage for taking aim.
and then you also have an advantage for taking aim. So you would actually have an advantage and then also a +5.
Okay,
Oh.
so that would make it.
You
I had to roll my advantage die. I forgot. It's still just one success.
okay?
Quick question.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt. Was Blaze supposed to have a turn down in the engine room?
No,
Or does she not know what's happening right now?
Blaze and Catherine were surprised, so they don't get to act in the first action phase.
Thank you. Sorry.
And then after that, so they'll get to act now when it comes up to them in this action phase. So yes, good question, but that is what happened. I wasn't skipping them on purpose, or I wasn't skipping them accidentally. I was skipping them on purpose. Sorry, guys. Okay, real fast though. Why don't you go ahead and also, let's see, where is it? Roll for me. Roll for me a D10 there, Inkberry / Mickey.
Okay. 7.
Cool. All right.
And
Yes.
also, on my last turn, I forgot that I always have stealth at advantage. So I just sort of remind myself that later.
Okay, cool.
So I didn't roll it at advantage last time.
Well, you will here in a moment because you hit the thing. Oh, wait, no, you won't because...
No, I won't because I took aim.
Yes, well, right, but if you remember, unlike other game systems, this one you don't automatically unstealth when you do things. You only unstealth if you get seen. And so when you hit it with damage, it gets a chance to try to see you, but it's an opposed roll, so we both roll off to see if it would seen. However, it critically failed its dodge, so you rolled a 7, in which case you not only hit it, but it also is now momentarily blinded and suffers disadvantage for a bit. So it doesn't see where the attack came from because it has no clue what the hell's going on. Because it swerved into your arrow, essentially. So go ahead and roll your damage, and I have this thing blinded.
5.
5. Okay, blinded. Another arrow goes into it. It's still getting stuck in the armor. You can start to see that it's breaking through. This armor is pretty solid. Okay. Maggie.
I am going to reload my crossbow, and I am going to try and fire again.
Okay.
At this little guy here.
Same one that everyone else is firing at?
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, we're at short range. Is that an advantage for crossbow as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is an amazing success.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Blaze does not have any weapons? Did I send you the wrong character then? Hold on. I just discovered this problem, and that's not a good problem to be in. I don't know how that's the case. What is do you know the name, the actual name that's on the pre-generated character I sent you?
Skylar.
You should have some weapons then. Okay, hold on. Drive.google.com.
It would be nice.
Yeah,
weapons are overrated.
Everyone else has weapons, so you definitely should be also with weapons. I'm not sure how you don't have weapons. Let me double check this one to make sure that this character sheet has weapons.
I can share.
Yeah, this totally has weapons. All right, so we'll go with this. Back.
Oh, maybe because I pulled it from the quick start.
Yeah, maybe it was the wrong folder. All right, so real fast, try that link and get the Skylar from there. That Skylar has weapons.
Woohoo.
Okay. All right. So you, sorry, Maggie, what did you get a success? Did you say?
I did get a success. I said it was an amazing success. It was actually just a great success.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It got no successes, so you hit with the damage for it.
Okay, so that's a D4.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Okay.
Now, can I move, or is that a complex action?
You could, yeah, moving is a complex action.
Okay, then I reloaded and took my shot, so I'm good. Again, I'm going to kind of crouch down.
Okay. Cool. Now we go to Lilith. Lilith, what do you want to do?
All right. So, you know what? Can I look around me and see if there is anything around that I can use to like wrangle them and kind of catch them so they don't move around as much?
Yeah.
If there's a rope or something.
Yeah, it's a boat, so there's definitely a rope.
Cool. Which one would I roll for that?
You would roll the wrangle skill.
Wrangle. Okay, and I got a success, just a regular success.
All right, let's see if this thing dodges. Oh wait, it's already dodged though, so it has disadvantage. An 88 is not good enough. Yeah, it totally gets hit with the rope. You wrangle it.
Sweet.
So you now have you have it grabbed with the rope. Yeah, and you can sort of manipulate it as your actions.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So basically, what I'm gonna, since I wrangled it, I'm gonna kind of try to hold it as best as I can so it doesn't move. So when the other people want to shoot at it, they can hopefully hit better.
Yeah, that, or you can pull it closer because it's at short range. You can pull it into like, close range. People try to stab it or beat it with stuff. That's another option that can happen.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Right.
I'll pull it a little bit closer then, so there's a little bit more access.
But it's Blaze's turn. So Blaze,
Awesome.
what do you want to do?
Well, so Blaze is going to douse the lights in the cabin, like any switches that'll turn off the ambient light that makes the cruiser too visible. Mm-hmm. And then she'll grab her axe and go up on deck to try to help out.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how much of that I can do, but she'll attack if she can.
You can't attack. You'll have to. It'll take you a bit to get up there, but it'll
fair.
Just be like your actions now. You'll turn off those lights and then like run up the stairs and then next.
What time of day is it?
Perfect.
It's it's like just slightly past midday. It's not quite evening yet, but like the sun is like sort of halfway between.
It's not super dark then. Darn.
Yeah, it's not super dark, but it is cloudy out, so it is a little bit darker than it would be.
Well, it is Seattle after all.
Exactly. It's also post-apocalyptic Seattle, so you have to imagine like they're like bigger clouds with like lightning strikes randomly and stuff like that. For whatever reason, they all have a shape of like death in the cloud, like literally. Cool. Now, Catherine, it is now your turn. You are on deck. You've seen the blast sort of strafing amongst the people.
I'm assuming the people spent their round running away to kind of try to get
everyone's
to
kind of
safety.
scattering and trying to find places to go to get away from these things.
Yeah. I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So with the prayer ability, it says to strike all targets in short or medium range. Like all targets as in like the innocent people and everything too?
No,
specific enemy targets?
Yeah, these would be the people that you are... So you're praying for the protection of the people. So this would be all the things that are enemies to your flock.
Just making sure, because that wording is a little...
Yeah, I know, I get that.
I wanted to make... Yeah. Okay, so Catherine is actually, she's going to step forward and she's going to kind of just, she's going to hold her Bible out in front of her and she's going to look up towards the sky where these creatures are flying around, and she is going to say, when the storm has swept by, the wicked are gone, but the righteous stands firm forever. And she's going to do her prayer ability, and she is going to basically request a heavy storm of some sort be to kind of try to push these creatures into the boat and land them with the winds and the gusts of the storm, while simultaneously like dealing her damage to them. So yeah, and it's short or a medium range.
Correct.
So
yeah,
and it says I have to do a successful resolve roll.
Correct.
And I should have advantage on it because I'm holding my holy book.
Yep. Correct.
Yes. So I will roll that twice. Okie dokie. The first one was a 20, and the second one was a 21. So either way, that was that's below the half point, but above the quarter threshold. So
Great success.
great
Cool.
success. Yep.
Do you want
Okay,
me to
and
roll
then
the d6s, or do you want to roll them?
nope, I got them right here. I can roll them. Is it just 1d6, or do I
It would
roll it for
be-
all three
It would be
creatures?
2d6, and then I
Two
would...
d6.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 and 4, so 6 damage total.
Okay, so 6 damage to all three of them. There's these gusts of wind that start sort of picking up. Everybody on the boat feels the air just sort of start picking up around you, almost swirling. You can't quite tell which direction the wind is blowing. It's both north and south and east and slightly west at the same time. But the wind sort of blows around, swirls water. The creatures go flying and bump into each other, thus dealing the 6 damage to each of them. 6, 6, and 6. Okay, cool. So what you see is they all stay within short range. They don't get any closer, unfortunately. But the one that's being sort of wrangled and has like a couple arrows sticking out of it, its exoskeletal armor cracks, and there's like a weird sort of strange octopi creature underneath that is sort of tangled up by the rope. But you can see that there are some cracks and breaks and bruises on the other creatures as well that all kind of bumped into each other and all having a hard time flying around. They wildly shoot in all directions. Let's see. Everybody roll luck for me. I'm going to find out if any of you got hit. So if you
That would be a fail.
Okay. If you succeeded, then you did not. If you failed, then you did, but only 3 of you would get hit.
Lilith succeeded.
Okay.
I failed.
Okay.
Catherine succeeded.
Okay.
I cannot seem to find it.
It's under
On my
it's on the right side of the character sheet, right under the skills.
There it is. Oh wow. I blew it. I got a 93, so
Okay.
You didn't
Oh.
totally blow it.
There's 3 of you right there. So all 3 of you, Mickey, Maggie, and Blaze, you all get hit with a bolt of energy. All of you make a resilience special stat roll for me.
That'd be a fail on my part.
um
One success for me.
mine's a success.
Okay. Because these things were firing wildly, you didn't get hit with the full bolt. You get hit with a minor version, so the successes are fine. Maggie, you are stunned. I'm going to -5 from your initiative for 1 round, so you'll be fine here in a moment when this round ends. Lucky you. Okay. I mean, unlucky that you got blasted, but...
Right.
Okay, -5 from everyone's initiative. Mickey, you're the only one who gets to take actions. What do you want to do?
Okay. So the other 2 that haven't really been hit a lot, they still look like they're pretty armored.
They look pretty armored. The armor has some cracks in it from them bouncing into each other.
Can I look around just near me and see if there's something I can like rig up onto an arrow that like could like, explode when it hits one of them?
Yeah. Sure, why not? I'll let you have it. Go ahead and roll a salvage for me. See if you succeed at finding the thing you're looking for.
I did not.
Okay, so you didn't find an explosive thing. However, you do remember that if you like do a called shot vitals, you could possibly do more damage if you get a great success or higher.
So that's even with like the armor, it called shot should be.
Yeah, the called shot will work anytime you want to use it. You just have to get a great success on your attack or better to actually deal the extra damage. Otherwise, you would just do normal damage.
Just normal. Okay.
Yeah. So what it does is it gives you disadvantage on your roll, right? But if you have advantage from some other source, you would just balance that out, and then you would take your shot and hope for the great success.
So theoretically, if I hadn't taken another action, so for like next time, if I did called shot and take aim, I feel like I've done that in the past. Now I'm remembering. Okay.
So I thought called shot was a free action.
Call shot is a free action. What she's
Right,
talking
okay.
about
Just
is
want to make sure.
taking aim and then doing a call
Okay,
shot,
okay,
so
okay.
thus balancing itself out and then doing a shot.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So that way that she would then just make a normal shot and hope for a great success, rather than doing a disadvantage, because that's what happens when you do a call shot.
Right.
Okay, so that ends the combat round. We start the beginning of the next combat round, which puts Mickey in front again. Mickey, what do you want to do now that you remembered something when you were trying to pick up explosives?
I think I'm gonna do that. At one of the ones that isn't like wrangled, because I think they could probably
they might be able to
deal
take
with
that
that
one,
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just a straight shot using.
Right, because you're going to take
Call
aim
shot
and then
and
you're going to
take
cancel
aim.
it. Yep, correct. And so it's a normal shot.
That is a 1 success. What regular success?
Oh, regular success. Okay, so that didn't get the great success you needed to get the extra damage. So that's fine. I mean, at least it was an attempt. I got a 90 to dodge, so go ahead and roll your damage real fast.
3.
Okay. Cool. Maggie, you felt for a moment that you were stunned, and then it went away. So you were fine. What do you want to do now?
So the one that is wrangled, do we get like a benefit of like it being wrangled?
Yeah,
like
it can't dodge.
Okay, so that's
if
great.
you succeed, you hit it. That's how it goes.
That's lovely. So I'm at short range, so that gives me an advantage. So I will, I guess, do the vital organ thing, the called shot.
Do you want to take aim as well?
Sure.
Okay, so if you're taking aim, this is what's going to happen. You take aim, you're at short range, you have 2 advantages. You're going to cancel 1 with the called shot, you still have advantage. So roll with advantage,
Great.
looking for a great success.
Okay. Let me try that one more time. That is a great success. I was going for the amazing success.
You were hoping for the amazing success.
Yeah, I was.
Well, you got a great success, and it can't dodge. I don't know why. I just rolled those dice. It was a waste of a 17. Can't dodge anyway. So you hit for the additional damage, so you're now going to roll 1d6 plus 3.
8.
Cool. So your bolt goes flying out of your crossbow, flies through the air, past the rope, past all the people, and nails it right in the middle of its weird triple octopi eyes. It dies. It goes flying lifeless into the water. Still on the end of the rope, so now it's bait. Don't know.
That's gonna be fun.
Lilith, the thing that you were wrangling just got shot by a crossbow bolt and is at the end of your rope, now half drowning in the water, but it's dead already, so you can tell it's definitely not moving. It's very limp.
I'm sitting there like cheering, like, woo, way to go. Is there something that I can tie the rope onto that I'm holding so I can let it go?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Sort of half wrap it around like a hitch or something.
Yeah, just so we don't lose it, because, fish bait's always amazing.
Plus, you can maybe get that crossbow bolt arrow back.
Yeah, that too. All right, so do I need to roll to tie it onto a thing? Okay. All right, then in the meantime, I am going to try and shoot the next flying demon.
I trust it. You're like a gunslinger who quick draws and quick undraws your weapons all the time, so that's totally fine with me.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So you like tie it off and then whoosh, next gun and shoot, just kind of from the hip.
Exactly. That's exactly how I'm imagining it. All right, so I'm gonna do the hit and run because that lets me aim as a free action, and let's see if I hit. Woo! That is a amazing success.
Were you focus firing on the same one that was hit by an arrow a moment ago, or are you going?
Yes,
else? Okay.
that one.
Cool. It fails to dodge, so you do your damage. 1d6 plus 3.
All right, I got 7 damage.
Nice.
Right to the neck. Just shoot a bullet just right into the neck.
Yeah, it goes and you see it sort of crack through a lot of the armor, and a little bit of like semi-luminescent green fluid comes out.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ready.
All right. So the next person act, Blaze. You are now on the deck. You see these things sort of flying around. They're within short range of the boat. What do you want to do?
Unmute would help.
Unmute,
So Blaze reaches down and pulls one of her Bowie knives out from a sheath at her calf, and she's going to throw it at this thing because we still don't have any on the deck, right?
Yeah, there are none on the deck, but no, your axe can actually reach things that are at short range.
Ooh! Oh, well, in that case, she was heading up with her axe, so
Yeah. You could throw
so,
a knife
yeah.
if you want to, or you could just go whack with,
Right.
with your long blade.
So I imagine that when she came up on deck, she went straight up onto the upper part of the cabin.
Yeah.
To see to have the vantage point, and so she launches herself off of it with her axe, and yeah. So here we go. So this one. So it's a 33. So it's a great success.
Okay, then I was gonna talk to you about some advantage you could have got from rushing, but you don't need it. So yeah, no, that hits. That totally hits.
All right.
Let's make sure I'm looking at the right Skylar real fast. Skylar. All right, just double checking your damage that you do. You do 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3. All right. Oh, sad. So it's a 5. What are the odds of rolling snake eyes?
Rolling the minimum. That's not fun.
So anticlimactic.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so yeah, you come down with this like whoosh, and you hit it, just nicking it. However, you do cause the last of its armor to go cracking off. It just falls on either side, leaving a weird floaty squid-like thing kind of hovering in the air. Very fleshy, lots of viscous, semi-luminescent green fluid kind of leaking everywhere. Catherine.
There you go, team. Vulnerable.
Catherine, what do you want to do? There's one there's one unprotected thing and one armored thing sort of flying around the ship right now.
So Catherine is going to kind of release her holy book, and it kind of falls down into this sling that she keeps like attached to her.
Yeah, why not?
Because this is a pretty routine for her in combat that she does this kind of stuff. So, and as she's going to step forward, she's going to reach behind her. She's going to pull out her giant sword. And she's going to go after the unprotected gooey thing.
The unprotected gooey thing?
And yeah, the unprotected gooey thing, and she's going to attack it.
Cool.
So, do I also get advantage for being at short range or not? Or is that a
No,
thing?
no. So for melee weapons, the range only affects whether or not you can hit it with your weapon.
Right.
You can hit it with the longsword because it also has reach, just like the axe.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I will go ahead and make my attack. Oh, the game is not happy with me tonight. Yeah, that's not good.
Is it a success at all?
Oh no, wait. Haha, I'm reading backwards. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm reading my dice backwards. That makes a huge difference. So I rolled
is it a big deal?
Yeah, I rolled a 19. Okay. And for blades, I actually the fighting skill is a 55. So what's that? Half a D. I don't
27.
know. That's an amazing.
It'd just be a great success. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, I'm out of
then
focus.
Yeah, then it's a great success.
There we go. Great success. Okay, cool. Well, they got a fail on the dodge, so roll your damage for me, which I believe is a 1d6 plus 3.
It is 7 damage.
All right. So as you swing your blade down, you slice this thing. How does it die? Do you want to describe it? Or do you want me to go ahead?
She's going to walk up to it and she's going to pull the sword out, and then she's going to kind of just take it and swipe upwards directly into it to reach up and kind of just split its body in two, so the pieces kind of go flopping onto the deck, and green goo kind of just showers all over the
Shower
place.
green goo, and
Showering green goo.
and floppy fish-like thing on the deck.
Yes.
Cool. The last remaining creature flying around your ship takes one last blast, causing another spark of energy to kind of resound throughout the ship. There is a small explosion as part of the hull kind of blows out, and then this creature flies off as fast as it can. I will give all of you one last attempt to shoot at it if you want to, or you can just let it go.
I'll take that
Okay.
attempt. Can I still take aim on it?
Oh
and
yeah,
do all
you can
that?
take aim
Okay.
and do whatever you want to do is the coolest
Um,
thing you can do.
So, so the take aim and the called shot.
Yep.
It's not in short range anymore, though. It's out of short range.
It would be it's at mid-range. It's not at long range.
Okay, so it's just the regular
Mhm.
attack then. Okay.
Can I holler something at her before she does that?
Yeah, you can.
And I'm just gonna look at you and I'm like, you better damn well hit that damn thing.
Okay.
And I wait. Let me roll command. Okay, so that is a great success.
Okay, so plus 10 to your threshold.
Yes.
So that's good. I actually needed that. That makes it a great success
Cool.
on my attack.
Way too dark. I tried to turn my light down. That's what you. Okay, great success. That means you bump up your damage by 2 damage codes, making it
does it?
a massive. Wait. Yes, massive. So it's 2d6 plus 3.
Ooh. Okay. That would be a 10 damage.
Cool. So your arrow hits it in the back as it's trying to fly away in utter fear. The arrow pierces through both the back and the front, piercing it, skewering it, as it were, and it drops into the water a ways off from your ship.
Well, I lost that arrow.
Do they float?
It seems to sink. Meanwhile, lots of smoke is coming up from the side of your boat, from inside near the engine area, and there seems to be a hole. You guys notice that water is starting to appear on the deck.
Blaze is gonna run down and check out the damage and see if she can't patch up the hole. More importantly, put out any fire that may be there from the explosion.
And as she goes down, Maggie's going to toss her a roll of duct tape.
Nice. Good thinking.
Yeah.
Thanks, Maggie.
Lilith is going to
Flex tape.
follow Blaze down as a mechanic. She's going to try to see if she can find anything kind of around to build a patch that's a little bit stronger than duct tape, but duct tape's great.
Duct tape gives you advantage.
Yeah, duct tape.
Oh,
gives you
that's
advantage.
amazing.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Blaze will pass the duct tape off to you.
And I'm going to grab it and follow.
Cool. All right, so this is what's going to happen. There's a little sequence of time. The boat is sinking. Captain Lee has noticed that the boat is sinking and is doing the best she can to drive it towards shore. There is shore nearby. It's going to take a few minutes to get there. You guys are going to have to make repairs on the way as water is coming in the boat to keep it afloat. So there's a number of rounds before it sinks, and there's a number of rounds before it gets to the shore. You guys can change these things by getting involved. By going down to check the engine, as you did with your stuff, you can attempt a crafting skill roll to repair the boat, or a mechanics skill roll to repair the engine, and then others can assist with crafting or command as they want. Others can try to bail water out of the boat by just simply taking and bailing the water, making a agility rolls, and I'll combine all of your degrees of success each round, as it were, and determine how much water gets bailed out of the boat. And someone else can attempt to try to drive the boat faster because Captain Lee is good, but not that good. So,
Can they pass the duct tape back and forth, and each one of them use it?
I'll say that one person, like, they can pass it. They can not use it at the same attempt, but they can pass it back and forth. So
Turn
one can
in the
use it and
same.
one
They can't
can
use it the
next
same
time.
round.
Yeah, they can't use it the same round.
Gotcha.
I was gonna be like, I got quick hand type thing because I'm the gunslinger. So wouldn't that be an advantage if Blaze goes after me?
Well, sure, but if we're gonna do that, then I'm gonna have you guys make rolls to see if you drop it.
Uh-oh.
Ah, okay.
So while they're doing that, one of the things I would do is I would be trying to pull up that creature or get a few people to help me pull up that creature that is tied to the boat, so I can recover our arrows and crossbow bolts, and then also see if there's any kind of anything we can salvage off of it, and then cut it free so it doesn't drag us down or untie it.
Okay.
I was thinking of trying to get my arrows from that one too before helping getting the water out of the boat.
Can we teamwork it?
Yeah. You wouldn't have to like make any roll to pull it up. It'll come up. It's just a matter of salvage rolls to retrieve your arrows. You get one chance essentially. And the degrees of success determines how many of those you get back.
Catherine is going to use her intimidation skills to basically put the fear of everything that is holy into the standing by people and get all of them to help us bail water out of the boat.
Okay.
So she's going to create like a chain of bucket brigade.
Cool. I will give you advantage then on the agility roll to bail. So who's bailing?
I'd like to do that after I get
After you get your
arrows
arrows back. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll have one round of getting arrows back. So Catherine, I'll give you essentially advantage. So we're gonna have some rolls right now. The two of you that are retrieving arrows, go ahead and roll your salvage and tell me, and you guys just keep track of how many arrows you get back. I trust you. I know you're not gonna lie.
Yeah. So that was a great success.
All right.
So I get
2 back.
2.
Yeah. Now, Catherine, go ahead and roll at advantage. Make an agility roll with advantage.
Okay, 25. And okay, so the best one was a 25. And apparently I'm not very good at bailing stuff. Yeah, so I mean my agility is only a 20, so
Okay, so you don't really bail any water out.
no, I don't. I was more trying to get all the other people to help us. That's why I said
They're just
intimidation
not
thing.
they're not very helpful, not very useful. They just grant you advantage on it. So you like by the time the bucket gets you to throw it out there, like water has been spilled back out all over the deck.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so the two of you that are down that are doing some crafting-y, mechanicsy stuff, what are you guys gonna do? And then make the roll for me. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of repair stuff. Like, there's a lot of like bits and pieces and bobs hanging around. So don't worry about minus any component pieces at this point.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I guess since Blaze threw me the duct tape, I'm gonna first get down there and try to patch it up real fast while we think of what stuff is around that we can use. So I'm gonna be patching that with the duct tape real quick.
The hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like a pinhole or is it like a
No,
huge gaping?
it's a pretty big hole. You can do that. That's fine. For that it's crafting and not mechanics. So I just want to make sure that you rolled the right skill. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
And while you're doing that, Blaze is gonna run around grabbing stuff that might help with the whole component stuff.
That's fine with me.
All right. So I rolled a 3. I'm pretty sure that's an amazing success. So I'm gonna duct tape up as quickly as I can. And can I technically throw it back to Blaze then with the quick hand thing?
You can. Is Blaze going to be rolling a crafting skill roll?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Then yes, you can. Right now though, you were grabbing a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's gonna grab, I don't know, tarps or
random bits and bobs.
wood or like whatever's around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You guys gained yourself another round of survival. Right. Cool. That removes 1 round of actions. Okay. Next set of stuff. Catherine, are you going to continue bailing?
I mean, I'm not very good at it, but I'm not really a repairy, crafty person either. So
Are you a commandy person? Or
I am a
drivey
charm person.
You're
I am a
person.
charm.
Well,
I'm a charmer. I'm not a commander.
How good is your charisma?
My charisma is a 50.
You could try to give commands to people instead of trying to do stuff. You would just roll a disadvantage because you're not proficient in command, but you can still try.
Okay, I can do that. Sure, I will try to command people to bail better.
Bail better.
Bail better. I will command them on how to carry a bucket properly.
Mm-hmm.
13. Okay, so come on, and a 90. So my dice do not like me.
Okay then.
Yeah.
All right, Mickey and Maggie, you wanted to bail though. Now that you've found your arrows.
Actually, what I want to do is I want to holler down to I think it's Blaze is about to take a crack at fixing the hole.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be come on, Blaze. My dog could fix a hole faster than that. Come on, pick it up. And
All
roll
right,
command.
all right.
This is a reverse command, but it works.
I think I could do just about anything. Okay, so that's
Like to see you fix it.
okay. So that was a regular success. Wait, I know, right? Okay, so you looked up at me and you said that, and I critically failed.
Oh no.
So let me ask you this: so if you roll a critical fail when you're rolling advantage, does the critical fail take precedence?
You're rolling with advantage?
Yeah, because I have
then the critical fail
doctor's
doesn't-
orders.
Critical fail doesn't matter
Okay,
because the
then
other one would be the option.
okay, then I just failed.
Yeah, you just failed at it. Okay, so you didn't. But Mickey, you were gonna bail.
Yeah, and would my fleet-footed help at all? Like, would I be able to like run back and do it again quicker?
You already have advantage because all of the random randos on the boat are trying to help you bail because Catherine told them to. So.
Okay, then I'll just.
It's an agility roll,
So I should hopefully get at least one success.
especially with advantage.
Yeah, that is a great success.
Okay. Cool. So you bailed a decent amount of water out of the boat. So by the way, for every 2 cumulative degrees of success on bailing, I increase the amount of time until you sink. So that's cool. All right, so that ends that set of. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. You guys have to repair the hole. The 2 of you down inside. What are you guys? Are you guys gonna do the thing? Are you both gonna roll, or is only one of you gonna roll?
How does teamwork work again?
Teamwork. So with teamwork, both people or however many people are gonna roll. The secondary actors will all make their roll, and then they'll add 5 per degree of success to the primary person's roll, and then that person's threshold will obviously increase, and then they roll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd say we'd both roll.
Yeah.
Try to get this thing done.
Do some
Yeah.
teamwork.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in sync now. We got the stuff. We're on opposite sides of the hole.
Okay. So who's the primary then?
Hold that tape.
Yeah, you got the duct tape.
What is your crafting?
Mine is what skill is it?
It's crafting.
Instinct,
Yeah, it's an instinct skill.
isn't it?
Yep.
So at the top bar, it should say instinct. What's your big number?
Instinct. There it is. Oh, it's only 50. It's just average. So
Okay, I got 55, so maybe I'll take the lead on this, and then you give me
Perfect.
bonus. All right.
So Blaze would roll first, and then Lola.
all right.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So what the heck? So I need a
You need a 50 or below.
50. Oh shoot! And I rolled a 61.
Let's see how
Man.
this dice likes me. Well, I failed that one. All right.
Did you
So we
roll an
both sucked at
advantage?
this.
Did you roll an
Yeah,
advantage? 'cause
somebody,
you're
one
using
of you
do
has
I need it?
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get advantage. Okay, because
Yeah,
I rolled a
one-
97.
One of you has the duct tape.
Jesus, I failed on that too. Okay. Yeah, so I did not succeed at all.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just kind of scrambling to keep the water out a little bit.
Just keep at it. Maybe
You guys are
maybe
pushing on it with your hands, trying to keep it back, trying to roll
Yeah.
the tape, and it slips out. Yeah. It's a lot of water coming in.
Exactly.
Cool. All right, that ends that round. Okay. Again, back around the circle. Catherine, what do you want to do? I don't know.
I'm muted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have good bailing skills. So
Do you have drive
I guess what she'll
skills?
do, I do not have drive skills. I'm not a driver.
Do you have crafting skills?
My instinct is 70. No, I don't have crafting.
But your instinct is
Um,
70.
It is a 70.
So you have decent
But
crafting.
Yeah, you're still pretty good.
yeah,
You
I
just have
to roll a
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah. But I do have really good perception because I'm skilled in perception. So that actually makes my perception a 75. So I think what I'll do is to try to help the captain. I'm going to give up on the bailing because they've got this under control because I'm terrible at this whole bailing thing.
Yeah.
Catherine's going to kind of head up towards the front of the boat and she's going to start kind of scoping to see if there's a relatively like safer looking place that we can run ashore.
Got it.
So she's going to start looking for that kind of a thing.
Cool. Make a perception skill roll for me.
I will do that. Wow. Okay, well, thank you for being skilled because my dice are mad at me tonight. So out of 75, I rolled a 74.
Yeah, that's all right. You see just nearby on the coast what appears to be a marina of other boats. There's a dock there. You know that you feel like if you get to that, you would have a little bit more time because you could get to the end of that and before the boat actually like sinks. Plus, a marina is right next to the water, so it is shallower, so you might have a chance to get off the boat even if it sinks below the waterline without being too much of a problem. You know, because you could like swim ashore. So
Wonderful.
yeah, you can absolutely
Going
helps.
to tell the captain that.
Yeah, that'll cut down the time required to get ashore. So that gives you some time. Cool. Right on. Okay, so then Mickey, what do you want to do?
I guess I will keep bailing because
advantage.
that's something I'm good at. Yes.
Okay.
That's a 6, so that is amazing success.
Amazing success. Okay. Maggie, what do you want to do?
So I've been watching these two trying to do this thing with my duct tape.
Yep.
So if it's possible, I'm just going to grab the duct tape, kind of tell them to go bail, and try and seal the hole myself.
Got it. So you're going to be like, all right, stooges, get out of here.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Grab your duct tape, and then you're going to try to make a crafting skill roll.
Yep. Yes. That's an amazing success.
Okay.
14. Yes.
Cool. All right.
Thank God for the duct tape.
Yeah, you start to make some progress on like patching up this hole. Lilith and Blaze, you just got usurped by Maggie. What do you guys want to do?
I feel like maybe taking over the helm from the. Although I don't know, that's gonna be. Tell me that's not.
Is drive the one that would actually be for driving like
Yep.
the boat or
Ooh,
Yep.
if you have drive, you should take over.
I do.
Then I will go join the bailing squad.
Bailing squad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna be like, fine, you take over, patch the hole. I'm gonna go try to drive this thing faster. And I run upstairs.
Cool. And Blaze, you run up there. Blaze, go ahead and make an agility roll for me, and then we'll have Lilith roll the drive.
Of course,
roll.
my agility sucks.
Yeah, you're a big guy, a big lady person.
Yeah, and I blow it all to hell.
Not a fast lady person.
She clumsily like drops the bucket and
Yeah, don't make any progress on the water. Lilith, make a drive roll.
Drive roll. All right. Come on, roll with me, dice. And that is a great success.
Wow. Okay, you managed to push the engine that is already like sputtering and kicking barely along, push it to move the boat super fast toward the dock. That Catherine is pointing out. You cover a decent amount of the distance. It is not very far from you now. Cool. Now, one last round of stuff because you're not that far from the dock. Catherine, the dock is almost there. What do you want to do now? You're like right there. It's like, well, there's the dock.
Catherine's going to kind of start preparing to get everyone off the boat as quick as possible. If there's any sort of like ramp or something that she can kind of pull over and get that arranged. Maybe she's going to start getting some of the younger children who aren't helping with the bailing, like lined up and ready to go. Get them off the boat first. So she's just
Clever.
going to kind of start prepping all of that.
I like it. I will accept that. Which I'll basically speed up the time it takes everyone to get off the boat because of that. Cool. Mickey, what do you want to do?
So it looks like we're gonna make it before the water.
Yeah,
fills
yeah.
up.
Thanks to Lilith jumping up there and like being like, "Let me take over, Captain Lee." You're gonna make it. You'll probably be fine.
Are we close enough that I can kind of like scramble and like jump to the dock or the other boats over there, and then kind of like try and guide the boat in a little bit?
Yeah, you could try that. Go ahead and make an athletics skill roll for me as you leap from the boat to the dock.
Like grabbing a rope and pulling it over.
Yeah, like sort of helping guide it in with
Yeah,
by having
yeah.
the
Cool.
rope, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so athletics, you said? That's strength based?
That is.
Okay.
And I know that you have a secretly high strength number, but I'm not going to reveal it to anybody else.
That's just a normal success.
Okay, cool. I'm guessing your number was what, 60? I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, you jump off and you make the distance. You land on the dock easily. You've got a rope with you. You can help guide it in. So what we'll do is if Lilith makes another drive roll, we'll give her advantage because you're guiding the boat as well. So like the boat engine is just kind of pushing as it dies, and you're pulling, or at least directing the nose. Cool. Maggie, what do you want to do?
So knowing that we're kind of coming in, I'm going to probably try at least one more crafting roll because I don't want to lose the boat. So I'm going to try and patch it up enough that it doesn't actually sink if we tie off, and in the hopes that we can actually keep it afloat.
Yeah. See if you can keep it alive.
Yep. Yes, that is another amazing success. I love duct tape. I'm running out.
Wow. Okay, so I was rolling d4s over here to find out how much repairing you did. Yeah, that's a decent amount of repair. Whew. Buddy. Yeah, you you're not sure that this will hold necessarily forever, but assuming that this marina has some kind of dry dock for boat repairs, you could probably pull it into the dry dock and do some boat repairs. It is not going to sink right now. Right. You have a little bit of time, but you might be able to pull it into the dry dock and at least have it resting on the crane so it doesn't just go under the water. You have enough time for that essentially.
Awesome.
There is a crane, by the way, for those that are on the dock and looking around. There is a boat crane for lifting out of the water and doing dry dock repairs. So that is an option. Okay. That leaves Blaze and Lilith.
Blaze actually runs back to the the engine compartment and stuff and grabs all the like fuel and stuff that she can carry in case we get into any trouble, and like empty bottles and some of that kind of stuff, so that
for sure. Cool. Yeah, you grab all of that stuff. It is all grabbed, and you can carry quite a bit of that stuff. So you have a decent amount of it. Your character can hold, I don't know, something like 380 CP worth of stuff or something like that, 340. So that is a decent amount of stuff that you can just carry off the boat. The rest of you just see like Blaze coming up from under deck carrying like all of the fuel canisters and all of the buckets of oil and stuff, all the useful things.
That's fabulous.
Lilith, what do you want to do?
So I'm going to continue driving and try to make it into the dock as safely as possible. Do I get advantage on that roll since I'm getting kind of guided in?
Are you trying to aim for the crane or not? I mean, you don't know that you could use the crane. I'm just asking if you're trying to aim for it or not.
Yeah, if I see the crane, I'd be kind of aiming to get to that area.
Yeah.
Then I'd be aiming for that.
At least some repair options, yeah. If you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and I got amazing successes.
Cool.
Holy Jesus. I rolled a 13 and a 17.
Cool. With the help of Mickey over there on the dock with the boat, keeping the nose pointed the way you want it to go, you're able to push the last bit of energy out of the engine before it just kind of dies off from all of its, over like pushing, and it just sort of goes, and you drift the rest of the way in to the crane, and you're just kind of in its sort of control. It's got like the straps that kind of reach underneath the boat to lift it up. And you are in that spot. You've like just sort of drifted in perfectly. But there's a dock close enough that everyone can get off. So that leaves this. You guys are safely, and so now it doesn't matter anymore. By the way, you added an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes to your survival time on the boat, and then the drive cut the time you needed down by half. So
Nice.
yeah, so that's. It was gonna be iffy. Then you guys started adding time, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna be fine. And then you cut the time in half. All right,
Excellent.
so you made it. So you
'Cause
roll.
we are the Apocaladies.
You are the Apocaladies. Looking at the time. Just making sure. Okay, so we are running a bit later than I wanted, but we also started late because of all the technical difficulties and stuff. So we're fine. Does anyone have to go soon?
Nope.
Like 30 minutes? Just checking.
I'm
Okay, good. We'll just go the rest of the way then.
I'm good.
All right, so you guys, you ladies land on the deck. You have everything ready. As you get to the safe place for, because the boat is probably going to sink, maybe, unless you can get the crane and get it out of the water. Catherine, you have everyone poised. As soon as the boat kind of stops in its drift, you can just toss the plank over, the gangplank or whatever, and they can all kind of get off the boat.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, it's relatively quick because you already had them poised. The boat is kind of close to nose deep in the water, not quite, but it glides into the marina. The shoreline is densely packed with shrubbery, but there are several signs of the formal coastal town kind of off behind it. You know that you can disembark relatively safely now, and even if you had to swim, you're much closer to the shore than before, so good job. You guys have two options. You can either get off the boat and try to find a new one, or you can try to use that crane that you've drifted into and repair the boat. There's a set of pumps nearby for gasoline, so you might be able to get that. You can't get to it. You can get to it directly on foot, but you have to or you can get to it in a roundabout way on foot, or you can kind of get to it directly with a boat. But the boat has to be seaworthy, and yours is kind of not at the moment.
So, are any of the boats that we can see that we can kind
There's
of
a
just
lot of
glance
them.
around and see?
Yeah.
Are any of them? Do they look like they're as big and as sturdy as our boat, or do
Yeah.
they all look like they're fishing? Like, are they fishing boats? What kind of?
No, this is
what are we
more
looking
like
at?
these are more like pleasure boats. So there's all kinds of different boats in the marina. All of them are in relatively decent condition. They all look like they've been abandoned, though. Probably because of the apocalypse. But there are various different kinds. So you've got some sailboats, you've got some cruiser boats, you've got some semi yachts. You've got
That
all
yacht
kinds of
over there would be awful
Yeah, I'm
nice.
thinking the yacht would be a good thing to take. And also, anybody know how to hotwire a boat? Because keys.
Would I be able to
I
do
know how
that?
to axe down the marina office door to find keys.
Yeah, how hard can it be?
I mean, yeah, anyone with a mechanic skill knows how to rewire the wiring of a boat.
So I could technically try it, see what happens.
Anyone could
Yeah.
try it, right? You just it's a question of whether you get the right wires.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we ought to, as we board, I think we should probably, keep the kids and, the useless ones on shore. And maybe we just kind of go in and scout it out and make sure there's nobody lurking on that boat.
Right. Make sure that it's actually empty.
Because if I was one of these former, Seattle corporate types, this is exactly where I would have hung out.
Yeah, those fat cats in the Seattle structure.
Yeah, bloodsuckers.
Yeah. Cool. So you
I meant
get
that
everybody
in the figurative way.
You get everybody off the boat safely. You guys decide. So you just decide to abandon your ship and say goodbye to it and go find a nicer, cooler boat.
Well, I mean, before we go, we could hook it to the crane.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can we just hook it to the crane so that it doesn't sink entirely?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's spend a little minute and do that just in case.
Cool. Okay.
Catherine's just gonna go head over to the yacht that we were looking at and let them deal with craning up the boat.
Do you want to go on the yacht?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So walking over to the yacht, you find that
What could happen?
You know, the dock kind of rocks a little bit. It's like, you know, it's one of those. It's not like perfectly locked in. It kind of floats a little bit on the water to, you know, work with the tide and stuff like that. So it just kind of rocks a little bit as you walk on it. It does a little bobbing. You get to the yacht. As you step onto the outboard back of the yacht, you find that there's some scuba tanks there, just kind of hanging out. There's 2 of them. The person, whoever owned this boat, must have been a scuba enthusiast. There's air tanks and masks right there on the outboard. Cool. The yacht is really nice. It whoever had it before was like, they didn't have a lot of stuff on the yacht. Like they were trying to keep it, you know, clear of random things that might rock and fall. But where there should be stuff, there is stuff. Like there's a bar with some alcohol in it.
Ooh.
The mini fridge has some really, really, really bad milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it, you know, it's still relatively.
Am I finding any food supplies inside this yacht?
Why don't you go ahead
as
and
I'm looking
roll
around?
salvage for me to find out if you find any food supplies?
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, my salvage is not good. I should have brought somebody with me. Oh, okay. I'm kind of enthralled with the idea of the alcohol at the bar, apparently.
Sure.
I'm probably going to want to point this out and let somebody else take a gander.
Sure. Yeah, you find a bottle of alcohol, of drinkable alcohol. Let me get that. Wording.
Yeah, but
The
no
actual
food.
wording.
Yeah,
But no
okay.
food. If you failed in salvage roll, you didn't find any food.
Yeah, I failed really bad.
Okay. Yeah, you find a bottle of, where was it? Alcohol, 80 proof alcohol.
Excellent.
Whatever kind of alcohol you want it to be. It's 80 proof.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you find. Just what bottle of that? A couple glasses.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of just look to make sure that like there's no monsters and stuff on it. No.
Yeah,
kind
so
of-
looking around, you do find one creature. You can tell it's in the like front cabin sleeper area. It seems to just be milling aimlessly. Roll stealth for me.
Okay.
I know you weren't trying to sneak up on it. That's why I'm having you roll stealth. I mean, you weren't trying to like make noise. You weren't trying to be like, "Oh, come look at me," thing.
Stealth. Where's stealth at?
It's
There
under
it is.
agility, yeah.
Oh, this is not good. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I rolled a 30.
As you kind of poke your head into the sleeper cabin area, one of the sleeper cabin areas, there's a couple. There's 2 on this particular boat. I guess it would be 3. Yeah, there would be 3. So anyway, it turns to look at you, and you can just see in its cold, dead eyes and its, you know, bits of flesh peeling from its bones. This is a zombie creature of some kind, and it starts to shamble towards you as it moans through its leathery throat.
Okay. Are we going to cut to the other ladies, or should we finish me first?
So let's just do you real fast, and then we'll cut to the other ladies.
Okay.
Go. So it's your turn to act. You would act before this thing because this thing is slow. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna pull my sword out and kill it.
Okay, you're gonna pull your sword out and go to choppity chop. A little chop.
I'm gonna give it a chippity choppity. Is this considered a supernatural creature?
This is not a supernatural creature. This is a zombie.
Okay. So then I'm just going to go ahead and swing at it. And that is a... Wow, my dice are really upset with me tonight. I fail.
Okay, you
I rolled an
miss.
82.
You miss the thing. The thing scoots closer to you. It is now in short range. Your action again. I told you it's slow.
I'm gonna try to go at it again.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. The thing steps in. It has managed to take its whole action to get to you. So let's do a little slashity slow swipe. Ooh, 18. Hold on.
Okay.
18 is a not that one. Those are the wrong stats. That is not a success. That is a failure. It misses. Because that's how it goes. One last time for you to do some stuff. It is now close range to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to freaking attack it again.
Can you take aim or anything with that?
She
sword?
could. She totally can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
would
Well,
take
what's
aim.
taking aim do?
Gives you advantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna totally take aim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, Okay, so I did. First one was a 28. Second one was a 15. And a 15 is so that's a great success.
Cool. You hit. Roll. Wait, is it 1d6 plus 3? Right? That's what it is? H?
Yeah, it's an H. It's a heavy weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
So
1d6
the
plus
creature dies as you hit
okay.
it with the blade because the base damage of your sword is more than it has life.
3. Alrighty then.
So, well, actually, it's the exact amount that it has life. But anyway, you kill it.
Then once it's dead, I'm gonna start pulling its body up on top to toss it overboard.
Poosh. Okay.
And get it off the boat.
So you toss it into the water?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It makes a splash sound. All of the rest of you, you were doing some stuff, and then you're gonna hear a splash sound, and that's where we're gonna end. So what were you guys doing while she was fighting this thing?
I was checking out that alien creature, and I'd like to try and kind of gut it and dissect it and see what's inside of it. Kind of study its inside, see if there's anything valuable in there.
Cool. Go ahead and make. Let's do a medicine or academics, whichever one you like better.
Okay. That is a. Oh, it's the same. Oh, that's good actually. That's just a regular success for medicine.
Okay. Yeah. You poking around at this thing, you kind of figure out what it's made out of. You can't really get anything useful out of it. There's nothing useful to get out of it, but you kind of get an idea of its general structure. It's an alien of some kind. Yeah, that's about all you get out of it. Not much. Doesn't have any.
Can I
weapons on it.
Can I identify weak spots or any particular places that we might want to susceptibilities to?
Yeah, if you encounter these guys again, I'll give you advantage on when you attack it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So I would like to have kind of left the boat area a little bit and just do kind of like a perimeter walk around, sneaky, just to see if there's anyone else around. But while being sneaky about it.
Roll some stealth, and then I'll have you roll some perception.
Okay, my stealth is an amazing success.
Okay, you're silent as the night. And it depends on where
And
you are,
then-
whether or not the night is silent.
And then perception.
Yeah, and then perception.
Okay. That's a regular success.
Okay, yeah, you there are clear no signs of any actual living people. You don't see any people. There's no. It's silent and still. Nothing seems to be moving. Yes, just like that. I don't know what that was. Anyway, yeah, it's silent and still. Nothing seems to be moving, but you do notice some old footprints that kind of step and then drag a little bit. That's what you see.
Are they heading in any certain direction?
Into the water.
Into the water. Okay. That's weird.
Yes, it is. Okay, what about Blaze and Lilith? What are you doing?
I think Blaze really would head to the office. If Lilith wanted to go with her, great. And if not, I think she'd take a couple people just in case. But she'll check out the lay of the slips to try to figure out where that yacht's located and see if she can find keys.
Mhm.
As well as any access they might need to get to the fuel.
Cool.
Yeah, I would definitely follow with Blaze and see if we could find any information about the yacht or even any of the other boats. And if there's any other information that could help us get keys or anything in the office that I could use to make kind of a jury rig key if I have to picklock it.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, when you get to the shack, it is locked. So you can either try to pick the lock or you can try to bust it open. Either are valid options. It's just a question of how do you want to handle
I'm going to lockpick it to try first. If you don't mind, Blaze, I'm going to step in and be like, let me try this. Let me see if I got it.
Guess.
it. Let's see if I can do it.
And I did not do it. I kind of just got the pick stuck in there a little bit. And I can't really get it back out.
So, Blaze is gonna try to
kick it.
Break it down with her axe.
Okay, that'll work too. All right, so just roll damage for me.
Oh,
just roll damage. It doesn't
2d6?
dodge, so yeah, 2d6.
And it was +3. Oh, so now I roll well. 6, 9.
9. Oh yeah, totally busts through the door. Just hack it right down, right near the
Made
handle.
a lot of noise, unfortunately.
Boosh. Yep, you did. As you bust this thing open, but inside you go. Keeping track of how much noise you made. Cool. You bust.
We might want to move fast after all that.
You bust down the door, and inside you find all kinds of like files, and there's like a cabinet with like stuff in it. There's a locked cabinet on the wall that's like on the wall. It definitely looks like it's a key box. For anyone
Maybe you
that's
can
actually seen a key box
pick that
before.
one.
Yeah, I was like, can I try to picklock that one too?
You can, yeah, absolutely.
All right, let me see if my dice like me. And amazing success.
Yeah, that one's really easy. You know, you just kind of like stick your pick in, turn it a little bit, and it comes loose, and you're like, oh, that was easy. The secured lockbox is really not that hard to break into. How about that? Yeah, and
Who would have thunk it?
There's a bunch of keys, and they are labeled based on. There's a series of numbers, and just a quick glance over there, over at the dock, you can kind of see that the spots are numbered, so you're easily able to determine which keys go to which boats, without really even trying. You're like, oh yeah, so that's that. Okay, so it's gonna be this key.
So could I technically grab a couple of different ones?
Yes, you can.
And then we'll take them back. Basically, I'll talk to Blaze and be like, hey, we can grab a bunch of these and see if there's supplies on board before we go to the yacht.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And meanwhile, she's looking at the whatever's probably sitting like right on the counter that people look at when they're guests to the marina, you know, that tells them about fuel and all that kind of stuff. So she's looking for the information on what do we need? Do we need a key for that too? Or, you know, she's trying to find out that information.
Nope, it was fairly automated. You just need to go over to the pumps, and then you would be able to use them. If you there's a switch in here. You could see the switch right there to turn on the pumps, but the pumps then would just pump if you went to them.
Sweet. So she'll flip that switch, and she'll look for anything useful that we can grab up and head with Lilith out to the.
Make a salvage roll for me.
So.
Would that be for both of us to salvage?
Yeah, if you're both looking for stuff
Or
inside
just
the
with-
office, yeah, go ahead and roll that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right.
Salvage is
That's middle of the.
Yeah, middle.
right
middle
there. Oh, and I rolled really high again, 94.
Oh my god, I got 97.
I never roll high. It's so weird. I'm
you guys
using
don't,
the
you
wrong
don't find
dice,
anything. You
clearly.
ladies don't find anything at all when you're in there.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Darn, you know there had to be something useful too.
There would have been, you know, maybe back in the day, but it's all gone bad. It's all stale cups of coffee and Twinkies that have actually gone bad. Stuff that's just not salvageable.
Twinkies never go bad.
I know, but then you found the
Bite
magically
your
bad
tongue.
Twinkie.
Right? Yeah.
It was just a little bit too much in the sun.
green
feel
fuzz.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's a type of apocalypse in and of itself.
Right.
Apocalypse.
The green Twinkie apocalypse.
Mhm.
Cool. So Maggie, you're still in the boat, right? Susan?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, you're still in the boat, correct?
Yeah, I was kind of. I think I probably dragged the alien onto the dock to gut it and then push
Sure.
it off.
But
into
you're like
water.
right next to the boat.
Yeah.
A little girl who you know to be named Kim Minju starts to cry very loudly.
She's one of our little kids.
She's one of the little kids. She's causing a ruckus. Her mom is not with you guys anymore, but the person that's sort of acting as her mom tries to calm her down a little bit, but she just won't stop crying. She's being incredibly loud.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to her. I'm gonna kind of crouch down next to her, and I'm smiling, but she can't tell. And I'm gonna say, Kimmy, what the heck's going on? Stop crying! Stop crying! Why are you crying? Stop crying!
But Tani is on the boat.
Who?
Tani, my owl, Tani. You
Okay, I'm looking skeptically, like I don't know what the heck she's talking about. Do I know what Tani is?
You do know she had this like owl that was like her mom's gift to her. It was like a stuffed animal thing.
Okay, where'd you put it?
It was with my stuff, and then we had to get off the boat, and I think it's still on the boat, and I hope that Tani doesn't drown.
Okay. Was it underneath the cabin? Was it in the back?
Yeah, it would have been inside the cabin where she would sleep.
Shit. Okay, fine. Is there anybody else in the team still kind of around the boat, or are you guys all putzing around the thing and all the other things?
So two of them went
I lost
off.
track of where Mickey is.
Two of them went off to the manager shack, and then Mickey
Disappeared
into the trees on the shoreline, and Catherine went off to a boat and went inside. So it's like you and all of the useless people and Captain Lee.
All right. I'm going to be like, okay, Captain Lee, keep an eye on the kid, and I'm going to go back on board and look for Tani.
You're going to go look for Tani? Do you want to roll a charm roll with advantage for me?
Sure. You know I have disadvantage, right?
Yeah, that would make it normal.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me look here. Okay, that is still a failure.
Okay.
Yep.
Tani just starts, Kim Minju just starts crying even louder. You were going to try to, like, because you promised you're going to go get the thing, she would calm down, but you failed, so she's not going to calm down. All right.
So it doesn't matter if I get the thing or not?
It might get her to stop crying.
I'll just be. I'll look at the captain. I'm like, I don't know. I think I should think, given the boat's secure, one of the useless people can go get that damn thing. You know, and I'm just like, stupid kid. Actually, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look at the kid right in the face, and I begin. Damn it, Kimmy! I'm telling you right now, stop crying. Stop crying. And I'm using command instead of charm. Can I just yell at her to stop crying?
Sure, yeah. Well,
because that always helps.
Yeah.
That does not help. She starts crying even more.
Yeah, she definitely does. Yep. She starts crying even more. You guys that are at the shack, and Catherine and Mickey, you all hear a kid just wailing the top of her lungs.
I'll head back over that way quickly.
Catherine's gonna run over and she's out on she just tossed the body over the side of the boat, so she's out there, so she's gonna she's gonna like dash back over there and try to comfort this child.
Okay.
Blaze is just like slapping her forehead between the noise of me breaking that door down and now the screaming kid.
I'm gonna run onto the boat and try and find the stupid stuffed owl.
Okay, make an athletics skill roll for me.
That's almost worse than anything else. Oh, God, I trip or do something terrible.
So you fail?
That's a big fail, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a critical fail, but it's a fail.
Okay, so you do trip. Roll luck for me.
That's a success.
Okay, you managed to stay on the plank. You don't fall off into the water.
Can I, when I see her kind of tripping, can I like follow and try to like?
Yeah, you get over to them
help.
and you're like right behind her. So yeah, you can try to help her up. Make an athletic skill for me as well. And then I'm gonna tell you guys some stuff. So go ahead and do
Okay.
that.
So my athletics. Oh, I rolled a 99.
So does that succeed for you?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It almost would if it was agility.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah. So you also kind of like the rocking of the boat, the moving, the falling of Maggie. You also fall over. Roll luck for me.
Just want some solid ground, damn it. Okay. Luck. Oh, there's a 93. I'm not doing very good. That's a failure.
You fall off into the water. You slip off the plank
Jeez.
and fall into the
Hold
water.
up. Wait a second.
You could
hold on.
also
Can I go back?
re-rail. You can re-roll failure.
Actually, was the first roll on hindering terrain?
No.
Was the boat hindering terrain?
No.
Because it was moving? Okay.
No.
Then I'll try a luck.
Okay.
That's just rolling against a luck number,
no,
right?
you're re-rolling your roll.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's re-rolling
The
luck,
use.
though.
No. You're re-rolling the regular stat.
Oh, okay.
The athletics. You just
Okay.
you're using one of your luck use per games to re-roll your original roll.
Okay, the original one. Got it. Oh, that's a 7, so that's an amazing success.
All right, so you don't fall in. You go toward like slip near the edge. You don't go to fall. You almost do, but you catch yourself. And as the both of you are like slipped on this platform that's sort of rocking and moving with this boat, you both get a chance to see that directly below where you've parked the boat, there's an outline of something dark in the water and the vague shape of a submarine. Catherine, you get to Kim Minju and you go to calm her down. Is that correct?
That is correct. I'm going to desperately try to calm this screaming child down.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to charm the bejesus out of her.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of try to distract her with the golden cross that hangs around Catherine's neck to give me advantage on my charm skills.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna pull that in somehow.
Yes, so I'm definitely going to pull that out, and she's going to sit there and she's going to kind of show it to her, and she's going to start whispering to the child or talking to the child about how amazing owls are and like the different gifts that they can bring and the messages they deliver, and she's just going to kind of start talking up the wonder of owls. Okay, so a 002, is that like that's a 2, right? Or is that
that's an
100?
amazing success. That is amazing.
That's an amazing success. So yeah, I mean, just on the off chance that I roll all zeros. No, a 002 and a 006. So this is where it's at.
Yeah,
I'm
Kim
all about
Minju,
the owls.
Kim means you had no chance. You just happen to have read a whole lot about owls and their mystic imagery back in the day, and so you can totally tie that in. This calms the crap out of her. She rolled a 62 against a 35 to resist any charming that you had. Yeah, she totally starts to sniffle, and then she stops crying. She sniffles a little bit, and then she's like really caught up in what you're talking about and focused in on you, and you're focused in on her, which is why you don't notice the thing that grabs you from behind. A hand wraps around you, a pale, dark, greenish, pale dark green. No, a pale greenish arm wraps around you and starts to pull you backwards. Kim Min-ju just starts screaming again, but this time it's not a cry scream. It's like a terrified scream. Lilith and Blaze, because you are not currently falling off of a plank and almost into the water, and you are not currently looking at a little kid, you see what appears to be some kind of undead creature, most likely a zombie, reach behind Catherine, grabbing her to pull her backwards. But you notice that there are a couple things about this particular undead thing that you notice are off. Firstly, it is wearing a military uniform. Granted, it is torn in places. There are military insignia on this uniform. The other thing you notice is that it is a greenish color and seems to have weird stones or crystals kind of sticking out of its skin in places where normally these kinds of undead things have bones sticking out, from flesh that's fallen off. There's still flesh that's falling off, but there's rocks kind of coming out of the skin. That's off. That's not normal. And this is what you see. So, starting with a regular style thing, what do you guys want to do about all of this stuff? And then we'll go into combat rounds to deal with this situation we're encountering.
So I assume Mickey and Maggie are standing right there, although albeit on the
you're kind of fallen, but yeah, you're right there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming, Catherine, and we all hear Kimmy do her hollering.
Oh, yeah.
So I would turn around. Can I roll a monster anatomy to see if I understand what those crystals are or why this zombie's different?
You can roll an academic skill roll. You won't get the advantage for monster anatomy because this isn't quite a kaiju.
Okay. No, it's little. Oh, nice. That is a great success.
Okay. Yeah, it has this thing is clearly a zombie of some kind, but you've never noticed a zombie to have what appears to be rock-like protuberances in place of bones and skin. It's like it's been hardened by some kind of petrification.
Okay, so I'm just going to holler out to the rest of the group. I've never seen this thing before, but I think this one's going to be a heck of a lot harder to kill. I think it has like crystal bones. And I'm going to pull out my crossbow.
Okay, everyone gets something to do. So what does everyone else want to do before I start the combat round?
I would like to take out my bow as well and then find somewhere to hide.
Okay.
If possible.
One problem that you have is that you're kind of on the dock now, so there's not really anywhere to hide without going into the water.
I can't jump back on the boat.
You can, yeah. I guess you could jump back on the boat that you were on before,
because it's on the chain now, right?
Yeah, it's on a chain. Yeah, it is connected to a chain.
It's hooked up to the crane.
I'll take the risk.
Okay. Yeah, why not? High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Blaze, Lilith, and Catherine?
Blaze is just gonna start running toward Catherine with her. She's got her axe. She's gonna rush in there and try to help.
It will take a bit, so you won't get there right now, but you'll get there maybe at the start of your turn.
So could I essentially start running as well? Because we're a little ways off. But can I draw my weapon ready to shoot as soon as it moves?
Yep. Yeah, you could totally shoot. You can shoot whenever you want to. It is currently long range, but this movement you just made put it into. Well, we'll put it in mid range at the start of your turn. Well, actually, it would just be in mid range now, and then when we get to your turn, you can move closer if you wanted to. But it would be at mid range.
Okay.
Catherine, you got grabbed from behind. It's kind of a weak grab.
I do, but here's the thing. Because I didn't think about it because you said, I was distracted by the kid, but Catherine also, her random mutation that she has is she has premonition, which means that she always gets to dodge.
That's why I was saying that it's a weak grab. It hasn't fully
Okay, so
So you have an opportunity
how
to do something.
Do I break a grapple then?
All you have to do is make a dodge roll, and it will have missed its attempt to grab you.
Oh, okay. So I will do that. Do I get advantage on that then? With the I just
so
always roll.
So you,
okay.
I wouldn't have allowed you to make this roll without the premonition.
Okay. Yes, wonderful then. So Catherine is going to make her dodge roll. And we'll see. Am I doing full dodge?
If you want
just straight dodge. What is the?
At this point, since there's no initiative negative because you're not actually in combat, being a full dodge makes sense.
Right. Yeah, no, it grabbed me.
You
rolled
failed?
a 65. Yeah, I did.
Do you want to try to use a luck use per game?
Oh, I could use a luck. Yes, I will use a luck to go ahead and see if I can make that happen better. Nope, failed again. 61.
Okay, then.
My dodge is a 57, so I am grabbed by said zombie.
Okay, then when we start this combat round, you will have been grabbed by said zombie.
Alrighty then.
Said zombie thing. You get a weird feeling that this isn't a normal zombie, and that's confirmed by Maggie's whole, not a normal zombie. Think this is something else. And dust starts to come around. Mickey, you're first. You are on the boat.
Okay. I would like to. Did I manage to like hide last time, or did I just like get to onto
You got
the
to the
boat?
boat.
last
You got
time?
onto the boat. You sort of scrambled up onto it.
Okay. And remind me again. I always forget how many actions I can. If I could do this, if I want to hide, I can't take aim and also shoot because that's 3 complex
That would be
actions,
3 complex
right?
actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just take a regular shot and then I'll hide.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
The thing that you can do. This is where you confuse yourself because you're fleet-footed. You can move as a free
Move.
action.
Yeah.
That's what.
Right.
That's what you can do as a free action.
Yeah. So if I wanted to like.
You could like move, aim and shoot, move, hide and shoot.
And
you
hide.
could do all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I'll just do a regular shot.
Okay.
Hide.
Regular shot and hide.
And it's just mid range, right?
It is mid range, yeah. So there's no
so
advantage or
regular.
disadvantage.
29. That's a great success for that.
Cool. Great success. Okay. Great success. Let's thing. All right. Cool. Yeah, you hit it. Roll your damage.
6 damage.
Okay. So what you notice with your arrow is it goes in, and it hits the creature, but your arrow kind of goes crack, 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 and while it still sticks in, whole lots of it break off on this thing, but it does get it a little bit, penetrates some of its clothing.
The arrow breaks or the creature breaks?
The arrow breaks into little pieces. It doesn't break, like it doesn't fully break, but chunks of it do break off as it goes in. So more than likely she's not going to be able to retrieve that arrow, but it did penetrate. So there was some damage it did.
Okay. And then stealth roll?
Yeah, and then make your stealth roll.
For my hiding. Okay. Not advantage. That is just a normal success.
Okay, I'll write that down. Cool. Maggie, you get to do something now.
Yeah. So am I on is my platform steady enough, or do I have to like walk down to the actual dock?
It's steady enough.
Okay. For me to take a shot. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I have my crossbow out.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to do the old vital organ, take aim, attack.
Take aim, vital organ, called shot thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's at short range, right? So I get advantage?
It would be, yep, short range. We'll call it that.
Oh, okay. That is a great success.
Cool. That is enough. So you jump it to 1d6 plus 3 for the damage. You hit. Roll your damage.
7.
7. Okay, your crossbow bolt also seems to break into pieces as it hits, but it does penetrate. Seems like it penetrated a little bit farther than Mickey's thing. But yeah, you do see it break into pieces. It deflects off of some of the stoneness to this creature.
Okay.
Next person.
I don't think I have anything else.
No, next person is Lilith. Lilith, you can continue moving, or you can shoot from here. You're at mid-range.
So I think I would shoot from here.
Mm-hmm.
And then could I technically just move closer too?
You can. You can move closer and then take a shot if you wanted.
Okay, yeah, I'll move a little bit closer, and then take the shot.
So you'll be at short range, which gives you advantage with your handgun.
Awesome. Hope and pray.
Yeah, just don't critically fail, because then you'll hit Catherine.
I got a great success.
Okay.
Cool.
I also have to roll with disadvantage. Okay, yeah, 94 is not a dodge, Mike. Yeah, so you hit for 1d6 plus 3.
7 damage.
Okay, the bullet sort of, again, hits this rockiness, breaks into, like, little pieces. You see, like, a piece of it hit the thing. The armor of the creature, it was wearing a semi-flak jacket looking thing. It seems to be all holy now, useless as it were, to this creature.
So I have a question
Yeah.
real quick. I realize that I have the occult special ability.
Yeah.
Will that help me determine what this is?
Yeah, it would.
Okay, so I would have to roll that next time to see if I could figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep. Okay, that means the thing now is going to try to pull Catherine with it. Catherine, you and I are going to have an opposed strength thing. Let me actually double check real fast, make sure I'm giving you the right information. This is a brawl medalio, or a grappling thing. Grapple.
Ladies, this is not going to go well for me.
Moving a target is an opposed strength-based stat roll. Yep, I was right. So, okay, so you and I are both going to roll strength, and whoever wins has the whatever effect happen.
Can I use a luck?
You can.
Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Oh, that one actually might have worked for me. Oh, I got a 17. Oh, I got a success.
Nice. Okay, well, the thing also got a success. But because because it's not a boss, ties go to you. So it attempts to move you. It attempts to drag you with it one direction, or one movement in one direction, which is back toward the water. But you manage to hold it off and sort of stand your ground as it tries to pull.
Yay.
Yeah. Blaze, you are a movement away before you're in short range.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna keep charging.
Okay. So you're gonna go one movement and then attack it.
Yep.
Okay. So because you were like I'm running toward it, you have done what is called rushing. You have actually moved more than one movement before you attack, so you get advantage on this attack, and you're gonna do some additional damage if you hit.
Okay. And I noticed too, I have something called Reaper.
Yeah. When you're fighting zombies, you do extra damage. This counts.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
you do. I think you also get like advantage. Hold on, let me double check real fast. Reaper. Yeah, attack and defense are at advantage, so you get advantage on this roll as well.
Nice. All right. Whoops. It helps if it stays on the. All right. So I do have a success.
All right.
Just a flat out success. Nothing special.
Nothing
Oh,
special.
wait. No.
Did you roll with
Yeah,
like
it's a 60.
double
Yeah, yeah,
advantage?
and
so you rolled with advantage and then an additional 5?
Oh, I didn't do the additional 5.
Yeah, because I didn't tell you. It's because you had 2 advantage. You had 1 from rushing and 1 from it being a
Right.
zombie.
So the 5 gets added to the
Yep.
DC, right?
Yeah. The
Okay, yeah.
65.
And so I rolled a 56, so I'm good.
Just regular, yeah.
Yeah, it's just regular. And then it's 2d6.
Hold on. Checking the dodge
Plus-
real fast. Checking the dodge. Checking the dodge. Dodge is okay. Yeah. Nope. You tied. So yep. Okay. So it would be 2d6.
Plus 1.
2d6 plus 3.
Oh, plus 3, even
Yeah.
better. Oh my god, and I rolled a 12.
Ooh.
I rolled double 6s, you guys. Oh my god. Okay. So
Boxcars.
15.
Okay.
Woo, congratulations.
So
Thank
you kill
you.
this thing. Just straight up come down on
Yes.
it with the axe. I have to pause for a moment. Sorry, everybody. I cannot. I will have to be right back. I need to use the restroom, unfortunately.
I'm going to do that too then.
All right. Sorry, everybody. So I will go into standby. All right. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I don't. That normally doesn't happen to me, but it was just like it was. I couldn't anymore.
Yeah, people do that every day. It's weird.
Yeah, I know. We're just so close to being like near the end of this particular thing, and I was like, but I need to go. It's weird to have like a break, like 75
middle.
to 80% of the way through. Yeah, which is fine. We have what was it? 2 viewers, so we just disappointed those 2 viewers. That's all. I think it's counting 2 viewers. I think
One of them's me.
Oh, see, I was gonna say I think one of them's me, so that means that the 2 is just you and I. We're the only ones
We
watching.
had more at one point.
We
We
did.
had like 5 or 6
Yeah,
at
and
one
then they went
point.
away.
So
They went
It's
away.
exciting.
But that's fine. They can watch it later. And then they could be like, "Man, that was so unprofessional. He like was off the mark on that one." All right. Okay, so yeah, so you just kill this thing with this choppy chop with your axe. Technically, you should have actually rolled a 1d8 plus 7, but I'm going to give you this number anyway.
Chris just got back.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Chris is back now. Sorry, I didn't realize she wasn't back.
Yes.
I wasn't looking at Zoom. Okay, yeah. So
Oh,
technically,
by the way, sorry, just to include, because there was a cat picture at one point. Here's my cat. He's joining.
hello, cat.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
You moved.
Oh no, it's fine because the only ones that are on the screen are myself and Inkberry over there.
Exactly.
So we're fine. We're totally okay, and we're at the top. So as long as neither of us mess up, we're totally fine.
Awesome.
You guys can move around all you want. But anyway, so yeah, you should have actually done 1d8 plus 7, but I'm going to go ahead and accept the 15 plus the additional damage for rushing. I decided, because it was supposed to be a d4 for rushing, because I didn't tell you the correct information on the dice you roll, I rolled a higher die, which was more than enough, which is why you killed it. So you completely kill it, even bypassing that whole thing where it was like negating damage it was doing. You kill it. You do kill it. It is dead. So you bring the axe down, you crush the thing's skull and kind of bring it down through. It breaks rather than like slices. Like it feels like it cracks off more than it like cuts off. And just as you do that, Catherine, you feel the thing go like let go of you and go falling into the water. But then you have another feeling. You have this premonition that something else is about to happen. And right as you have that feeling, Mickey, the boat that you are standing on suddenly lifts up and rotates and like away, and it starts to basically tip over. Maggie, the platform you're on suddenly lifts up and then drops. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Well, you can make an athletic skill roll for me.
Okay,
If
good.
you
That's
succeed-
what I'm good at right there.
Yeah, if you succeed, then you will have jumped from the falling platform onto the dock. If you fail, you fall. in the water.
And then if I failed, actually, you know what? It's getting late. I'm going to use a luck to try and rescue that puppy.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that wasn't any good. So whatever bad thing happens.
So you failed the luck reroll.
Yes.
So that means worse things happen. You do fall into the water. It's fine. Fall into the water. Seems like normal. Until you feel something grab your foot and start to pull you under.
I holler to everyone.
You holler right before. Yeah.
Could I like jump off the boat onto somewhere solid?
You can try. I will give you you can make an athletic skill, or you will need to get it a great success or higher to land on solid. Otherwise, you fall into.
Is
the
it
water.
hindering terrain yet?
It is not hindering terrain yet.
Will it ever be?
The beach is hindering terrain, so if you are on the beach, it's sand, and that's hindering terrain. So you will have that.
Okay.
Your athletics-y, I jump over and parkour things is not applying here very much.
Okay.
You can try.
So just a straight up
Yeah, in athletics, you need a great success.
athletics. Okay. I'm gonna use one of my lucks because that was really bad. That I have 2 left.
Yeah.
One
It's
of
like
those.
everyone's starting to realize, oh, hey, we're getting near the end here. We should use these luck use.
Oh, that's better. That is a great success.
Perfect. Yeah, you absolutely jump and like it's like you're sailing and you can see the ground. It's coming closer and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And then you do. You land on the beach instead of like, yeah, I mean, a little water, but not like a lot of water. Like, you know, you kind of splash, but you don't like fall in, right? Like you're on solid ground anyway with a little wetness. Catherine, Lilith, and Blaze. The reason the boat lifted up out of the water and flipped is because some larger, still man-sized but fairly larger creature that seems to be made almost entirely out of stone comes up out of the water, kind of propelled, kind of climbing. Lilith and Catherine, you can go ahead and make an academic skill roll for me with advantage.
All right.
Actually, I guess just Lilith has advantage. Catherine just makes it with a normal academic skill roll. Sorry.
Okay.
Because Lilith is the one with the cult, right? Catherine doesn't have a cult?
No.
Yeah.
Catherine doesn't have a cult. No, but I still succeeded. I got a regular success. I rolled a 52 on a 70.
Ooh. I did not succeed.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Okay. Catherine, this is some kind of supernatural entity, some kind of supernatural horror, like made out of stone, petrified stone or something. It is definitely not a normal thing. It has some kind of supernatural powers. You can tell.
Alrighty then.
This is where that dark sight would come in. If one of you had chosen that, you'd be like, "Oh, that's what this is. I can see you now.
Aw, man.
I see you, creature." But you both chose to go with Huntsman instead. Yeah. Okay. So that's what that is. It is a supernatural entity. All right, Catherine. Well, this actually happened on its turn. Oh, yeah, and you at the same time because you're both 6'1". Catherine, what do you want to do right now?
So is the creature grabbing
No,
our
no,
friend
no.
that's in the water? Or
No, not the one that just came out of the water. Anyway.
okay. Mm, Catherine has
Sand, yeah.
let's see. I don't know. Oh Lord, I don't know what to do. So she's in the water and there's something grabbing her that I can't see.
You
And then there's a big monster
can't
coming
see
out
it. You
under
could
the
try
boat.
to see it if you spent time looking at the water to see if you can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Puget Sound. It's not exactly clear.
I'm going to, and all of the common people are still on the dock next to me, aren't they?
Correct, and they have no idea what to do.
Okay, I'm going to herd all of the common people down the dock away from said giant monster and kind of mosey them down.
Lead them toward the yacht thing that you were planning on taking, or do you lead them somewhere else?
I'm going to lead them towards the yacht.
Okay.
But they've got to go down the dock and
Yeah, it's
around
gotta go
and down
around
and stuff.
down.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm going to tell them to head to the yacht.
Fair. I'll accept that as what you do. It's perfect. You're trying to tend to your sheep, and sheep they are. Okay, so -5 from everyone's initiative. That is one action phase. That was a lot to happen in an action phase. Because a lot of there was an interim interruption series of events. Mickey, you have landed on the sand of the Puget Sound, the hindering terrain that is the coastal line.
Yay.
What do you want to do right now? There's a thing. You see it now. The thing that knocked over the boat.
And it looks like it's made of rock.
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of rock. It's some kind of rock creature.
Not gonna hit that with my bow. That's a waste of time. Can I see our sheep being herded?
Yes, you can see the sheep being herded. Yeah.
And where is that in relation to where I am? I'd have to go around?
Yeah,
to
you'd
get
have
on
to
the dock
you'd have to make
again?
a couple of movements to get back to the dock, as it were, like a couple of movement actions to get back to the dock, and then you would get back to the dock, and then you could rush down the dock if you want to catch up to them.
Is there? Can I like go in between, somewhere in between them and the yacht, and like maybe like try to like make the area a little clearer, like kind of like push any debris aside to like make it so they won't have a harder time getting?
They're kind of
the
running
yacht?
away from you, because they're running farther
Yeah,
down the dock.
For sure, help the useless people.
Oh, are you still in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, no, wait, I forgot about that. Never mind. I'll help.
This is the person being dragged under. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Don't you lasso people?
I mean, she could. She wasn't the one who lasted somebody earlier.
No,
but-
not me.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I wasn't sure.
No, that was Lilith. The gunslinger's like, I'm gonna lasso,
Yeah.
right? Because
That's right. Yeah.
gunslinger trope, also a Wild West gunslinger trope.
okay, well, before doing that, I will try to help the professor get out of the water.
Do you have a rope?
I do.
You could try to throw a rope to her to grab her
Is
and help. pull
is
her
she
out.
like really far from me, or
She
is there something
is-
I can like
You can't
get onto
you
and
could
pull her?
Swim into the water. If you tried to throw the rope out to her, she could grab it, and then you could try to pull her out. But if you didn't throw the rope out to her, then you would have to go out to her. She's not because you guys were on basically she was here, you were here. The boat went like this.
Right.
She went down.
Oh,
and you
she went
like
the other
that
way, and I went the other way.
So yeah.
Okay.
you made some
What
distance.
would be the role for
Throwing?
lassoing?
Yeah, you would
Throw-
just
yeah.
you would throwing her because you're not actually trying to lasso her. She's under the water. You wouldn't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
able to.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't make a wrangle roll, which is what that would be. You would just be
Okay.
making an agility throw roll.
I'll do that. Yeah. Just straight agility.
Yeah, because throw is just an action that you take that's based on your agility.
That is a great success.
Cool. You landed exactly where you want, which is right above Maggie. Maggie, yes, you find so you're going under, and all of a sudden a rope lands right about where your hand is,
Mhm.
like really close to where your hand was as it started to go into the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab it. Yep, that's what I'm gonna try and do.
Okay, I'll allow it. Do you grab it? I'm not gonna make you roll anything. You can grab it because the throw was so good that it landed right where she wanted it to be.
Awesome.
So, like real good. So you can grab it, and the thing is still pulling you down. Do you want to try to break free from that, or you want to try to pull on the rope and maybe hopefully she holds on the other and you don't yank her in?
I'm strong. It's good.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm going to. I mean, I guess I'm going to try and hold on to the rope as much as I can, and I'm going to try to. I guess kind of kick free of this thing.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Would you
So
rather
that's
do Would you rather do brawl or would you rather do strength?
I'd rather do brawl
Then brawl
because
you
it's
shall
a
do.
huge difference.
Yeah.
And by that I'm being extraordinarily sarcastic.
Yeah.
I'll be using another. Actually, I'm not gonna use another luck because I don't want to get drowned, and it's gonna be impossible to get to that. But anyway.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're using brawl, right?
Yeah.
Two things can happen. You can either try to take aim, like we've been talking about, to give yourself advantage, or
Right.
or you can try, because brawl is one of those where you can do a multi-attack because it's your fists or your feet rather. You could kick twice if you wanted to. If you want to try again, but you'd
All
have
right. Well, I'm gonna kick
disadvantage.
again then. Okay. Yeah. I cannot kick for my life.
So you're trying to
to
kick
save
free,
my
but
life.
you're not having a great success. at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
No. I'm a doctor. Damn it. Not a fighter.
Lilith. There's a thing coming up out of the water, and fortunately the flock is being led away. Your sheep.
Oh goodness. I'm not gonna shoot it. That would not do anything. Let's see. Are there the creatures coming out of the thing raising out of the water, like the submarine thing, or
The submarine, maybe you can't really see what's coming out of the submarine, but This thing, there's not like creatures coming off of this thing coming out of the water.
Gotcha. Goodness. Can I at least kind of like maybe see if I can find some stuff around so I could do the wrangling again and try to like prepare for something to come out of the water?
Sure. Roll luck for me real fast then.
I did not get it.
Okay, then there's no rope around you, so you'll have to maybe find out if one of the sheep running away has rope on them, or one of your other teammates has rope on them. Wait, there's no rope there.
I'll just
around
start
you.
screaming out to people. I'm like, hey, does anyone have rope? Need to grab some rope.
Looking for some rope, yeah? Rope? Anyone have any rope?
Yeah. And dead silence.
Rope?
Catherine
Or
actually
like,
has rope on her.
See, there you go.
She
Yeah,
does
so-
have
Oh,
so-
we still have rope.
So does Maggie.
Yeah, see, there you go. So calling out was a good idea. However, one of them is
Yeah.
underwater.
Uh-oh. Wait, who's still underwater?
Maggie is still underwater.
Me.
She will get a
Maggie
chance
is.
to get back out here in a moment, though, when it comes back around to
Could I
Mickey.
technically, if Catherine wants to give me the rope, could I technically get Maggie out from the water?
So Mickey is already working on that right at the moment. So
Okay,
you would be
but
if you
still,
tried, you guys would be pulling in like this and like
Multiple directions.
yeah, be like
It's
which way do I go?
okay, we
I don't
just
know.
want to do some draw and quartering. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
All right. Then I'll just hold off and I guess,
Just gonna hold an action, and wait for something to happen.
yeah, kind of like get ready for something to happen, like
Right.
draw my weapon and
Yeah, you've got
wait to shoot.
you've got an action to hold on to, so you just wait for something to trigger an attack, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. So Maggie, the thing on your foot starts to crawl up. As it gets up your leg, you can kind of glance in the darkness of the greenness of the water, and you see that this is another one of those zombie things with like stone coming out of its skin. It is climbing up you. It doesn't really do anything other than try to get higher up your leg and like grabbing onto like your torso area as it's getting there. So it climbs up. Blaze, I recognize that the thing is out in the water, which makes it hard for you to hit it with your axe. But that is what's happening, and then the sheep, the flock, the people that you've been protecting are being led away, the other refugees.
Well, I think Blaze is going to take the most explosive thing that she's
All of the
collected
fuel and stuff that you've got hanging out in the dock there, yeah.
and like I guess cram it in. She's gonna make essentially a Molotov cocktail, right?
Like
out
a
of
really
that.
big one?
Yeah, and I guess I don't know about her in throwing though. Her agility's not so good. Somebody's got a crossbow, right?
Yeah,
Again,
she's
the
currently
person
laying,
in the water.
She's in the water.
Doesn't that figure?
Is throwing agility or is throwing strength?
Throwing is agility, yeah. So the throwing, the reason it's agility is because it's not a matter of like getting it there. You can get it there. It's a matter of getting it where you wanted it to land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could huck it.
Well-
She could huck it out in the general direction of the thing all day.
Yeah.
It's just a question of whether she hits it or lands right,
Right.
next to it.
And
Yeah.
she really needs to hit it for it to have any chance of doing anything. And since it's stone, we're not even sure. Okay, is there a harpoon gun on this ship on the gun whaling?
Roll luck for me.
All right, so that's a straight up. No, it's this. Okay. No, I'm gonna re-roll. I'll use a luck to
You're
re-roll
gonna
it.
you're gonna luck to.
Can I do that?
Technically
Luck my
no,
luck?
but I'll give you advantage on it because it is a dock. So I'll let you roll
Sweet.
an additional die.
Okay, well this time I got 32.
All right, so that's a success.
That's a success.
Yeah, it makes sense. This is a dock, and there are boats. There's got to be a harpoon gun hanging out there somewhere.
So she's gonna rig the bottle up to the harpoon gun so that it can be shot. So I assume that takes another.
Yeah, that'll
Round.
take a bit of time. Yeah, so that'll be like your action is to do that. Yeah. Now, so here's the thing, just to give you a heads up before you get to this point. Firing the harpoon gun would be a heavy weapons thing, which you are proficient in, but it's based on your ballistic
Yeah,
skill.
but somebody else is even better.
It is based on the ballistic skill. I will say, wink, wink. All right, Catherine, it is your turn.
It's Catherine's turn.
It is Catherine's turn.
Okay,
You-
sorry, I couldn't hear.
Okay, so I guess once I get the sheep in there, I see we're calling them sheep now.
Yeah, you're calling them
Once I
sheep.
get them-
I called them your flock, and now they've become sheep.
Yeah. So once the people start, they look like they're heading okay towards the yacht. They, can see where to go. I'm gonna go over to the other end of the rope
Mhm.
and try to lend some sort of minor assistance with pulling on the rope to help
Mickey?
dislodge our drowned friend.
You're talking about Mickey? Yeah, you're gonna go to Mickey.
Yeah, I'm
It
gonna
will
go to
take
the
you- It will take you a moment to get to her, but yeah, you can definitely get to her like the start of the next turn that you have. You'll be able to help her. 'Cause
Okay.
she was basically away from you guys. She was like farther away from you guys, and so
Okay.
that's what's happening. So yeah, you can get to her though.
Yep.
You can get to her. It's just gonna take you a moment.
Okay.
All right. Then the thing that was coming up out of the water goes sort of almost lunges a bit. There's like a big bubble of water that you think must have come from the submarine, which is what propelled it upwards and outwards. And it comes up and lands on the edge of the dock. Let's see if it actually does or if it slips. Oh yeah, it totally lands on the edge of the dock. And it is now on the edge of the dock, and it just goes. And that means that Lilith and Blaze, you need to make a resolve roll for me.
All right. So Lilith has a great success.
Okay.
I'm sorry, and what was the roll?
Resolve. It
Resolve.
is in the
Resolve.
middle center of the character sheet. Middle right center.
Here.
Yep.
Ooh, shoot, no, I did not.
Okay.
I'm over.
It's fine. It was just trying to intimidate you, so Lilith is fine. You are unnerved. Just going to give you a disadvantage for a bit of time for just 2 rounds. 2 rounds of disadvantage. That's not tremendously helpful or anything. Cool. So it intimidates you. Then we -5 from everyone's actions. Mickey's the only one that gets to do anything. Mickey.
I'm gonna pull on that rope.
Pull on that rope.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and this one. Well, let's just go ahead and make an athletic skill roll for me, or strength. Sorry, it's not an athletics, just a strength roll. You're going to pull her. She's going to be coming anyway. Just I'm wondering how far you get her before
Yeah.
with your roll.
That is a great success.
Great success. All right, yeah, you totally pull her. Like you just like, whoosh, and you pull her from where she's at to basically where you are, bringing her up and out of the water, so she's no longer drowning. You do, however, note that you drag something else along with her, and it comes up as well.
That's not good.
Which then ends the combat round. Start of the next combat round. You are the first one to act again. You are you there. There's Maggie in front of you. She's out of the water now. There's the thing that was latched onto her. It is also mostly out of the water.
It's the same kind of thing.
It is the same kind of thing that
as the other.
that was as over there. Yeah, the thing that was on the dock.
Could I kick it to try to get it back into the water and then book it out of there?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a brawl roll for me.
Because now that Maggie's out of the water, right? Is it brawl?
It is brawl. Yeah, kicking it would be a brawl.
Okay, so I have to do disadvantage if I'm not proficient in it, right?
Yeah, but you can also again take aim with your kick and just make one solid kick. If you didn't want to run, if you want to kick and run, then
No, I
want to
run.
Yeah, okay.
I want to run, so I'll just do disadvantage. I'm not gonna hit it. Nope.
Okay,
That is a failure.
Your foot goes whoosh, by its face, as you try to kick it off of her, and then you start to run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because Maggie's out of the water.
She's out of the water.
Yeah.
She's not gonna drown.
Okay.
Yeah, she's fine. She's breathing now. It's fine.
And can I make there's 2 movement actions then.
Yeah, you can make 2
With
movement actions,
fleet-footed?
because you're
Yeah.
fleet-footed. Yeah, you could totally move twice. You're like, and I'm out. I'm making a quick movement and then another movement. I'm out of here. You're in hindering terrain though, so do you negate that? Is that what your thing does?
I can re-roll failed athletic checks on
All right.
hindering terrain.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, do you want to go really fast, or do you just want to be okay and run away?
I want to go really fast.
Okay, then make an athletic skill roll, and we'll see what happens.
That is a great success.
Okay, you got to go really fast, so you got to go fast, and so fast you go. You Naruto run away from all of this. Maggie, you're out of the water. You can breathe fresh air. You are no longer drowning, but there is a thing latched onto you.
It's still attached to me.
Yeah, it is. It held on the whole time.
I'm gonna be like, damn it, Mickey. And I am going to shoot. Do I still have my see, did I fire my? I did fire my crossbow, so
Yeah.
I can't reload it.
You hadn't reloaded it yet.
I am. Who's the closest of my team that is near me?
Well, Catherine's coming up on you right now, but otherwise Mickey.
I was gonna say
ran away.
probably
Yeah,
me because she just got abandoned.
yeah,
Yeah.
She just ditched you.
I'm gonna be like,
She can handle it. I trust her.
I have like 15 strength, and I think I'm about to holler at the other person who has like 15 strength. And I'm like, I'm gonna be like, yo, I think damn it, use your prayer, pray this damn thing off of me, would you? Just basically yell at her to get this thing off of me and try and command her to
You
whatever
can
it is
try to
she's
command
doing.
to do whatever she's gonna do to get it off of you. Yeah.
Just whatever, yeah.
Okay.
Hang on a second. Let me try that again. And that is a regular success.
Okay, so +5 to whatever you're gonna do, Catherine, when it gets to your turn.
And so
Okay.
is that one action?
That is one action, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pull free.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a strength roll. As you try to
Yep,
break
nope.
free from this guy.
Nope.
This very
Nope,
handsy
nope,
person.
Nope. Yep, nope. All
Yep,
the nopes.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, you don't break free. Lilith, it's your turn.
So am I semi close to where Maggie is and where the creature is like latching onto her leg? Or am I like
it's
way too far away for that?
It's like halfway up a torso. You are not too far away. You're mid range from that. The creature on the edge of the dock is short range from you, and you are close range from Blaze.
Okay. Since I readied my weapon last time, can I just take a shot and then take another shot? Or
Technically, it'd be when it came around to your turn, because you didn't declare that you were shooting, that would go away. Like you lost it essentially.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess I could just take a shot at the one that's on the dock that's like closest to me.
Yeah, the big monstery dude.
Yeah. And I'll aim
Mhm.
and then attack.
Sick.
Ooh, yay! That is a something. Great success.
Cool. Great success. 65. Okay, yeah, you hit. So this is what happens, by the way. He tries to throw up his hands to just sort of block the shot, but he doesn't quite do it. Your shot goes through his fingers, essentially. You get that shot
Cool.
in. He's got a special like dodgy type thing, but it didn't work. And so you hit him. So go ahead and roll your damage.
9 damage.
9 damage. Cool. You hit him. The bullet pierces into his rocky flesh. It does seem to be more effective than it was against the creature that was there before.
That's good.
Yeah, pieces of him break off as it goes in.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. All right, Maggie, the thing that's on you tries to shove your head. It climbs up on you more and then tries to shove your head into the water. You and I are going to make opposed strength rolls right now, and we'll see which one of us wins.
Do let's. Okay, 55.
Okay, I got a 6. So you're Clingy boyfriend, yeah. Your clingy boyfriend shoves your face into the water. Yes. Well, in a moment, actually, yeah, right now, well, no, we'd have to wait a second because it's not going to drown you right now. It takes a moment for water to, get in your lungs and whatever. Okay, so your face is now under the water again. You're on the beach. You're not really like in the water, but you're in like your face is down enough. Now it goes to.
Oh, I'm on the beach now?
Yeah, you're on the beach. Like you're not underwater
Okay.
now. You were on the beach, but it just shoved your face down into more water.
Gotcha.
Like
Gotcha.
into a
I just
puddle,
thought I wasn't
essentially.
sure what it was.
Yep.
Okay.
And then it goes to Blaze. Blaze, what do you want to do?
Blaze wants to finish making her modifications to this harpoon gun.
Okay.
And she will holler for Lilith, "Hey, I got something. I'm going to have something soon."
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to hand it off to her.
Cool.
Try shooting that with this.
Cool. We'll do that. Catherine, you have, it's now at the beginning of your turn, you have reached where Maggie is currently getting her face shoved into some water on the beach. Mickey passed you while you were on your way here. What do you want to do?
Catherine's walking up. Her steps are she's very sure-footed, and she's got her cross up, and she kind of kisses it and lets it drop against her chest. And then as she's walking up to the creature, she pulls her big giant sword out from behind her back, and she just kind of glances up at the sky, and she says, "I will not be shaken." And she goes and just swings at this thing that's trying to drown her teammate in the ocean.
Okay. I'll allow.
And I get advantage to attacks versus supernatural. Is this one supernatural?
This does count. Yes, it does.
Okie dokie smoky. And then I get a +5 to my target, correct? Because of the command from earlier?
Yes, you do.
And then it also says for Huntsman, it says
you do additional damage.
Just make sure I got this. Is that what it is? Okay, yes. So additional damage. Okay. Okay, so I got thank you for the command. I got a regular success. I got a 54 out of a 55. So
well, this thing's all tangled up with Maggie, so it got a 69 on its dodge because it had disadvantage. So you hit.
Okie dokie. Wonderful.
So the damage you do is normally 1d6 plus 3 is now currently 2d6 plus 3.
Wonderful, wonderful. So 2d6 plus 3. So that is 8 plus 3 is 11. And then it says melee weapon damage codes +1.
Yeah,
so that's the 2.
2.
That's why it was the 2. Okay, yes. Okay. Yeah, so 11 damage.
Yeah, so you come down on this thing. You feel it sort of resist your blade a bit, but you cut heavily into it. You can tell that you've done some significant damage to it. The creature's like kind of arches its back, and it lets Maggie go as it loses some of its strength.
Wonderful. I guess that's my turn.
The creature on the dock steps forward in one heavy, lumbering step. This time, Blaze, the whole time you've been spending getting this harpoon ready to like launch at this thing might have been not helpful because now it is basically on top of you. But it comes down with a big, meaty fist. You're going to have to try to either parry or dodge. Which would you like to do?
Let's see. Let's try to dodge. Well, they're both good for me, so.
For you, I think parry might be the better option.
Parry. Well.
Now it's because I'm looking at it. 60 is your parry versus 32 is your dodge.
Right. So parry. What's riposte?
Riposte is if you're gonna remove 5 from your initiative, then you can counterattack. You could do that.
Ooh.
Do you have it?
Let's do that.
All right.
And I'm grabbing the wrong stuff here. I need this. All right,
so what you're going to do is you're essentially going to sacrifice your next action in the next action phase to instead counterattack if you succeed.
Okay, and unfortunately I miserably failed. Again.
What did you get?
A 97.
Do you want to roll some luck?
I'll use a luck.
Yeah.
I tried to find some dice that would roll low, but I'm not having any luck. Nope.
Okay, the big meaty
Even
fist
with luck.
comes slamming down on you. And you take... Oh, that's not very much at all. This guy's not that scary. You take 9 damage from its fist.
Yay. Oh, that goes here.
So you have, I think, 8 armor? Is that correct?
I have, yes.
Yes. Okay, so you're...
Oh, so does that mean I take 1?
You take 1 health point damage, and your armor gets all broken as this thing slams into you.
Bummer. Okay.
Yep, so your armor gets all broken up. Is it... Beginning of the next action phase, Mickey, you're running away. Where do you go? What do you do? Who do you see?
Well, I'm gonna glance behind me just to like double check that they're doing okay.
They seem to be doing okay.
Can I tell if the zombie thing is still like grabbing or if it's still alive?
It is definitely still alive. It is moving around, but it doesn't seem to be holding Maggie anymore.
Am I still within mid-range or am I long range now?
You are mid-range, yeah.
Okay. I want to just like shoot back kind of like a cover fire for them. Kind of. So like if they start to run their next turn, like...
So you're going to hold, and then if they start to move, then you'll shoot the arrow off to keep the thing in its place. I got it.
Yeah, because if I tried to shoot it, would I have like disadvantage to like maybe hit them or could I do like called shot and...
Yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about it. You just need to make a success to like hit them.
Okay, well I'll just try to shoot it from there then, just to
shoot
try
it from
to
where
finish
you're
it
at.
off. Yeah.
I mean, in theory, I could give you disadvantage, but I'm not going to because we're so close to the end. That...
I'm gonna take aim.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
That is a great success.
Cool beans. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, 2 ones. Two damage.
Yeah, so you just kind of plink it. The arrow kind of flakes off and just kind of flies off into nowhere land, into the water somewhere. It does take a chip off, but not a lot. You're like,
Well, she
wow,
probably just was having a hard time
I-
seeing because of the way the sun was reflecting as she
Yeah.
was running away from us. So
Speaking of running, I'm gonna use my extra movement to keep running.
Okay, yeah, you're heading towards where all of the people are getting on.
Yeah, to like help them.
Yeah,
once
you
he's
like-
got to
you're
help the sheep.
passing by the others that are like fighting the big thing on the so slow motion. You're like looking this way as you see this like giant thing, and they're like trying to hit it and stuff, and you're like, I'm just gonna keep running.
Not much of a fighter.
No, you're a runawayer. Maggie, it is your turn.
So the one that, because my sound went out when apparently the madre was saving my tuchus. Was it injured?
It was. It let go of you.
And how far away from it am I?
The big guy or the one that's grabbing onto you?
The one that was grabbing onto me.
It's still grabbing onto you, or it's just still like right on top of you. It's just not holding you anymore.
Okay. So like if I try and get away, will it attack me? Will
There's no
get like an
attacks-
attack
there's
about...
no like attack of opportunities in this game.
Okay, great.
You can scramble and try to get out of there.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Is Catherine kind of in the same like area?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna say, stop trying to fight this thing. Thanks, but stop trying to fight this thing and haul us out of here. And because I can run and do a command, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is a fail, so that command doesn't work.
You just say some stuff about getting out of there. Like you basically say what you said. It just didn't have any like command in.
Yeah, she's like, "What?
Sure.
You're welcome."
Yeah, right. That's how it feels. Lilith, coming to you. Blaze is trying to hand you something, and then got slammed with a fist of some creature.
So exciting. Can I help Blaze? Is she still kind of like toppled with the creature, or?
Yeah, like it hit her, it knocked her down right as it busted all of her stuff, but she's still right there next to you.
All right, can I like help her up and kind of push us towards the yacht and start heading that direction to kind of get
Yeah.
out of there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What would I roll for that?
You wouldn't roll anything. This is just like stuff that you do because these would just be movement actions essentially.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna help pull Blaze up and try to get her standing again and just start working our way towards the
Yeah,
yacht.
it's kind of dragging her and
you've got
lifting
the
her at the
keys.
same time as you're moving toward the yacht. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, totally fun. The
Okay,
creature on the ground that was hit by Catherine's blade sort of tries to flail at Catherine. It's going to have like a really, really bad chance of doing that. Negative, a 96 does not hit. So, Catherine, you don't even have to dodge or anything. It just doesn't even hit you. But it is skipping Blaze because Blaze used the repost opportunity and failed. Catherine, what do you want to do?
Catherine is just going to kind of look at her as she shouts this command of running from this creature, and she just doesn't even really pay attention to it, and she just turns her head and she says, "That is not what will happen today." And then she's just going to swing and hit it again.
Okay.
And I got a 22, which is a great success.
Okay, yeah, that's better than my success on the dodge, so sure.
And then so I go up to, at a great success, what's my
It's just 2d6 plus 3 is the damage that you do.
2d6 plus 3, okay. And that is 6, 7, 8 damage.
Okay, yeah, you kill it this time as you bring the
Woohoo!
blade down on it. Taking it out, slashing it through. Again, that like as would happen with Blaze, there's more like a crunch rather than a slice, but you kill it.
Okay, and then as soon as it's dead, she's gonna turn around
Start
and
walking away.
follow the retreating group, and head. She's gonna head towards the big one that everybody's fighting.
Cool. Which leads back to the thing. It is angry that you guys are trying to run away from it, so it is going to take a wild swipe at both of you. However, so this is where you guys are lucky that it has disadvantage with this sort of reckless attack, as it were, because I'll show you real fast so everyone at home can see. It was either a critical success or you can't really see it, but it's a 91 is the other option. So either it was a 001 or a 91. It has disadvantage, so it's a 91. You were so lucky, because that could have been real bad for the both of you. But it misses. It just its fist swings around, and you don't get knocked off into the water or hit at all. And thus, coming to the end of the next action phase, it is Mickey is the only one that gets to do anything. Mickey, what are you gonna do?
So where am I right now in relation to everything?
You're on the dock, heading toward the yacht. Behind you is Blaze and Lilith, and beyond them is the creature that just swiped at them. Catherine and Maggie are down a ways quite a bit because you can move really fast. So you're making distance between them.
So can I see Blaze and Lilith. I'm in front of them already, or there's
You passed them, yeah. They were fighting the thing, so they weren't like running toward the yacht. You were running toward the yacht. Yeah, and you move fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. For every time they move, you move twice. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to try to help them run a little faster, but then I'd have to go back.
You have to go back and slow yourself down. Yeah.
Okay, well, am I within mid-range of the big guy still then? Mm-hmm. Well, I will try to distract it to give them a little more time to run and catch up by, I guess, shooting at it. I don't think Mickey doesn't think it's going to do anything, but she'll try to distract it by shooting at it or something. Yeah. Get the attention off them at least, so I won't hide this time.
Are you going to do any like called shots or anything?
Yeah. I'm going to do a called shot to like
take
whatever squishy bit that. Yeah, because I'm going to stop running at this point.
Got it.
Just let them,
Right, because you could also cover the distance here in like one action, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So call shot to whatever part looks squishy. And that's 32, so it's a great success.
Dude, special dodge. A great success.
Mhm.
Cool. 10 is, I think, also a great success, but that's a tie. Yeah, 10 is a great success. So that's a tie, which goes to... wait, it's a boss. So no. So its hand comes up, and it kind of knocks your arrow out of the way, and it goes flying off.
But it sees me though, so at
Yes,
least-
you-
it's
Oh wait, no. I think that might have been a different character I played.
What?
But can you use a luck to force something else to reroll, or was that
yeah,
a different
that's
character
a different
I
character.
played that did that?
That would be
Okay,
a
never mind.
person who survived the time paradox.
There you go. Never mind.
Yeah, no, this creature, so this is a boss, right? And so ties go to bosses. Them's the rules. This is the only time when your tie would go to it, and it did. Sorry. So, you knock the
I
arrow
wasn't
away.
really planning.
But here's what happens. Knock the arrow away, ends the action or combat round, starts with you again.
Okay. I guess I'll just try the
Try
same thing again.
Yeah, right, see what happens.
That is another great success.
Okay, it has an 86. This time it does not manage to knock it away. It's like, doosh! Oh, second arrow. Was not expecting that. So go ahead and do... Yeah, you hit it in a vital area. You got a great success. So go ahead and roll... What is it? 2d6 plus 3, yeah.
2 to 6. 9.
You pierce it deeply into its skin and flesh. Parts of its rockiness break off, and it is clearly affected by what you did. Maggie, you are running back toward the yacht.
Yeah, well, I'm running. I don't know where I am in relation to the big guy. Am I within short range of the big guy?
No, you're mid-range from the big guy.
Okay, so I will. So are Blaze and our gunslinger, are they still trying to shoot this thing with the magic harpoon thing?
They haven't yet done anything with the harpoon thing because they haven't had a chance to.
Okay.
Oh, they had
So
a chance
I
to,
am-
but she didn't do anything with it.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at Lilith, and I'm just gonna look at her and say, I totally have faith in you, and you better damn well, shoot this thing right in the eye if it's got eyes. And I'm gonna do command on Lilith.
Okay.
Who I assume is gonna be doing the shooting.
You assume Lilith is going to shoot this thing that Blaze has been like crafting as their action for a while.
They gotta shoot it at some point. I'm hoping that they're close to done. Oh, are they not done with it?
The creature? Yeah, oh, it's still alive. Totally fine.
No. Are they not done with the harpoon?
Oh,
thing?
yes.
No, it's
she,
finished.
She finished crafting.
Okay,
it,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Great. So that was a great success on the command.
Okay, so plus 10 to Lilith's ballistic skill to shoot this harpoon thing with a heavy weapon skill. If she does it, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna keep heading
and
towards
then head
the boat.
toward the boat. Yep. Lilith.
Yeah.
It is now your action. Like, Blaze is still holding the harpoon gun because Blaze indicated in the chat that they never let go of the harpoon gun. So Blaze is still holding this harpoon gun, and Maggie's just telling you, shoot it between the eyes. You better damn well get this thing.
Well, I guess I'm gonna shoot it between the eyes.
I mean, everyone's telling you gotta do it. And if
So,
everyone jumped off the bridge, you'd have to, because that's obviously what you do to survive in this world.
Yes.
yeah, I mean that's exactly what happens. All right.
And
So,
don't forget your
holy-
plus 10. Plus 10 on that
Oh.
one.
Oh, thank God, because I rolled exactly what my number was. So I just
Yeah.
I
Cool.
succeeded.
A success.
Let me see. Damage.
Now, when she's doing that, can she do all that like vital organ and take aim and all that business?
She could, yeah.
Take aim is part of
does that as
take
a free
aim is
action,
bonus
yeah.
action essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sorry, I
you,
just didn't say it this time.
yeah, but did you roll with advantage on that one then?
I did not roll with advantage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll another
So-
10 die because you get advantage because you take aim.
Okay. I got great.
Ah, that's good because you got a
Success for that,
success.
then.
I was going, well, is there any way I can help this out? No, that's still a success. No matter how I cut it, a 42 is still a success. All right, great success is great because then it doesn't tie, and therefore you win.
Woo! With 9 damage.
So you do with the harpoon gun?
Oh wait, sorry.
I'll tell you the
Sorry.
damage of the harpoon gun, lady. You don't tell me the damage of the harpoon gun.
Wait,
Um,
I'm shooting the harpoon.
So you're shooting
Yeah.
the harpoon gun. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes a total difference.
With a Molotov cocktail added to it.
She's essentially made a giant modified Molotov cocktail to it because she makes things blow up better.
Whoops.
So it goes and it goes tunk. It pierces into the skin of this thing, and the Molotov cocktail comes swinging down, smashes into it. So let's just have Blaze tell you guys. Blaze, how much damage code increase do you do when you burn things that are combustible? Can you tell that from your special abilities?
We can't hear you, Blaze.
Oops, sorry. I keep hitting my extra mute. The burn is 1d6.
That's how
and
long.
Also,
extra long it burns?
combustibles are a plus. The DC is a +3 on
damage
combustible.
code is a +3, and because you were making this out of like the canisters of fuel that you had, I was gonna make it a 2d6 instead of a 2d6 plus 3 instead of a 1d6 plus 3. Anyway, so let's see, +3. So
And I'm sorry, did she call the vital organ thing?
she didn't need to. She's using a Molotov
Okay.
cocktail. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So it's going to be that. So we go up 3. So 1d10 plus 11 damage.
Woo-hoo, come on.
If you please, Blaze, roll that damage for me.
Oh, yay. Okay. A d10.
Yeah.
A regular the regular, not the 100.
No,
right?
just a regular D10.
All right. We got an 8. So that's 19.
19. So this thing smashes in and just goes woo, for 19 damage.
Ready, fire.
I think that would kill many of you if you got hit with that, even with your armor on.
One shot.
Yeah. This thing just screams, as you can tell that it is not happy about that. And so it responds by diving into the water. And thus, you guys are free. The combat round is over. There's no more combat, but you have no idea where this thing went. It is under the water somewhere, if it's still alive.
Holy jeez.
Yeah. So, I mean, at least Maggie's going to be sprinting as fast as she can over to the yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
Catherine's
rushes to
doing
the
the
yacht.
Yeah, we're all gonna
Yeah.
start sprinting.
Yeah.
We have the
Shot,
keys.
Lilith. Way to go.
Yeah. Woo woo.
As soon as we hit the deck, Blaze is just gonna rig up another one in case it
Of course.
reappears.
Yeah, right. Get the hell out of
And
there.
I'll do a little teamwork thing and be helping her.
Yes.
Figuring that out.
Yeah. Those of you with the keys can get this yacht started. You're fortunate enough that it had a full tank of gas, so you don't have to worry. You can at least get away and get out of the sand and maybe get down the shore while it waits for you. Try to figure out how to get extra gas. And so you escape the Puget Sound in a rush as you get out of here. The inhuman roar of the creature that was commanding you, such a strange army of undead, echoes through your mind and seems to rattle your bones, even in your dreams. If you did not fear what lurked in the water before, you do now. You know that you will not remain long on the sea with creatures like that within it. But as you watch the sun sink deep in the sky, you realize that you have ended another day surviving the maximum apocalypse.
Mm.
And here we thought zombies didn't like water.
We did go over a little bit, so thanks for sticking with me, guys. We had a late start, and then we went over by about a half hour, so I appreciate that.
Well, then we were interrupted part of the
And
way
then
through.
we were interrupted. Sorry, my necessary break.
So.
But it is much later than I thought it was going to be, but so I apologize. But thank you for sticking with me,
Worth it.
and thank you
That's
everyone.
fine.
Totally fun. It was a good time.
Yeah,
Always is.
I really enjoyed it, and
Always
I
is.
want to thank everybody for pushing it back an hour. That was otherwise I wouldn't have been able to play, and I really had a great time. And thank you for
Oh,
not
no
letting me
problem.
drown.
I mean, to be fair, this is now the second time that that Susan has survived an adventure with me. She has died 2 other times, so
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow.
I played 3 with you, and I've survived all of them.
there you go.
Yeah, me
Same.
too.
I've played like a lot.
You
A
survive
lot.
a lot
With the
more.
same character.
Oh.
The
But you-
same character.
But to be fair, you
Oh,
also
that's awesome.
ran away a couple of times.
Oh
so,
yeah, that's because this character is completely made to just
mean,
run away.
Yeah.
That could be a good thing.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's been a very
Knowing
good
when,
thing.
knowing when. High wisdom, man.
Right.
But yeah.
Unfortunately, Maggie is built super, super weak, but super, super sort of like valiant. So she's always just like ordering people around and hoping that they, do better because she's there.
Did the
It
kid ever
works.
shut up?
It
Or is the
worked.
kid still crying?
The kid did shut up because of the owl thing, but then freaked out from the weird creature that came up out of the water to grab you.
Yeah.
But the kid doesn't know what to do. The owl is gone clearly because the boat is now like upside down, sinking in the water.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
we're not
left it
going back
behind.
for
You're
the
not
owl.
going back for it now. Yeah, it's gone. So yeah, the kid will get over it.
Maker in the way.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll
get in a
find her
new
an owl
owl.
somewhere. There's got to be an owl at a store somewhere.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
you'll,
I doubt
you'll
people
scavenge
are-
one eventually. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
kill one and stuff it.
Oh.
There's always that
Brutal.
option.
Oh,
You want an owl, kid? Here, have a freaking owl. Do you like the owl now? The kid's crying.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, I'm
started
gonna
with-
go ahead and say goodbye and turn
And
this
then it
into
got weird.
to the end cap. So that the stream is over. So
And Scott, we all, I'm sure, wish you well on the
Yes.
Kickstarter. For everyone who hasn't out there who's going to watch this, who hasn't backed the Kickstarter, do it. I think a lot of the what do you call them, stretch goals are pretty freaking cool.
I mean, right now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the Game Master Guide is gonna have like a little mini campaign in it. So
Nice.
yeah, it's got 4
That's
adventures that all
exciting.
intertwine with each other. So
That's
you'll be able to
awesome.
use them. Yeah. So cool.
Very fun.
Good
That's
times.
super exciting.
Cool. All right. Well,
Mhm.
Thanks everybody. Thanks,
Thank you.
ladies. Thanks for
Thank you.
Well, thank
maximizing
you.
this
It was
apocalypse.
definitely fun.
Great team, ladies.
Yeah.
But
All right.
one day we'll probably maybe play again.
One day.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Definitely.
we'll see
We'll
how
talk to
it
you
goes.
ladies later.
All right, take care.
Bye.